Just come say hi to everybody, you sweet pea. I know. What's wrong? What is so wrong in your little life? You want to go to your spot? Was your spot too high for you to jump up into? Is that what it was? You couldn't jump into your spot? Yeah? She's been fed. She has a clean litter box. She got cuddles. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Let's fire up blueprints here. I'm excited to dive back in. Hope you guys are as well. Blueprints. I am very excited. I guess we can turn off the Lucy cam until she goes back over there. For now, this should be good. So, where we left off. Let me think. We left off with... Oh, we just done the pump controls. So we messed around with the pump controls, and we kind of figured out how to make them work. I was able to drain most of the reservoir, and I was able to see there's a bunch of chests at the bottom of the reservoir, but I don't know how to get water into the reserve tank, which we need to do because everything else was full, including both of our transfer tanks. And so we couldn't actually do anything, but the reserve tank has room. So I don't know how we're supposed to get water into the reserve tank, but we need to figure that out at some point. What's up, Eggs? How are you? I love you always enter with the Shun the Non-Believer.
Yeah.
That's so great. We also got a ton of information on our sigils last time around. And we started learning the chess puzzle. So maybe we can try and solve the chess puzzle at a certain point today as well. But I'm very curious. And then we also have the ever-evolving conspiracy theory that has been developing among what happened with our mother, the bombing, the disappearance, and the potential cover-up of this like government rebellion conspiracy. So to refresh you on that, Denny Ravain is the ex-gardener. He was stealing the Baron's mail. And then you had Kristoff, who was the driver, who was going missing while he was supposed to be on shift. And he had said something about Denny Ravain having payment for somebody. You also had Caleb Manning and Philip White, who were both an author and then the publisher, respectively, at the same publishing house that Our Mother Mary was published through. Both of them were detained because on November 11th, 1986, there was a bombing in Trinsdale. And Caleb Manning and Philip White were detained and questioned about that. After which... 6 days later, Marigold, Mary, our mother, dropped them as her publisher. So we have that. We also have February 22nd of 1987. Our mother was kidnapped at the 100 Bells restaurant, which is near Trinsdale. And so we don't know exactly what happened. Then, September 2nd of 1987, that same year, we had the theft of these crown jewels. Now, the thought is that potentially our mother was involved in this heist, and we have two different timelines. We don't know which is correct for her either heading, I believe it was east, or heading south. And we don't know which it is yet, but she's implicated in it. And then we had the death of the Baron, which was November 5th, 1993, and we started our entire thing on November 7th, 1993. So... that is where we pick up with everything. Hopefully that serves as a decent recap. If you guys want to get caught up on the other gameplay and you don't want to miss anything, make sure you go to my YouTube, TikTok chat. Sorry, guys. There, if you hop over to the purple site, I do have the links and stuff. But we are back. We are back, AB. We are back. So, with all of that said, let's dive back into day 21. Yeah, Lucy just wanted the Lucy cam to be on the main cam. Can I set this other camera up to grab you from there? I might be able to. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can get the loose camera actually set up on her. Okay, that is a very awkward setup with that camera, but it works. It works. It's a very awkward setup, but it works. I can't move the camera much more from my left side. This is why I need to move my PC to the other side, so that way we could have like a top-down view of the Lucy cam. But at least for now, we have that view of her. You love it? I do too, Crump. I do too. Okay, let's dive back in here. The fans are only here for one reason. Oh, no, I fully understand that I'm the supporting role here. I fully understand the main character is sitting next to me. I get that. I'm just here. I mean, honestly, do we not need to just make her full screen and minimize me? That'd probably be better, right? I understand my role in this household. Don't worry. Game could probably be smaller too. Honestly, yeah. Just make full 24/7 Lucy cam. All right, let's get our outdoor one going here. Facts. She is adorable 24/7, so it makes sense. Shrine. We still have an active blessing, though. So we should still have the active blessing for, like, green rooms. So let's actually go schoolhouse, see if we can get some more classrooms. Because we did not get much in the way of classrooms last time, and I feel like it'd be beneficial to get more classrooms. Because I don't think, after drafting this, I don't think we actually drafted any further classrooms. Oh, no, we drafted one, I think. Okay, that was her closing address that we read already. Okay. We turned this on already. Okay, cool. We're good. Let's go into the house. Lucy's not used to me standing. I'm not used to me standing. I'm trying to stand more. I sit so freaking much during the day because I work from the same desk at home all day. And I just sit too much. It's not good for my health. Trying to stand more, you know? Okay. Library. Den passes us through. Bedroom. Let's go den. I forgot what book we would have grabbed. I shouldn't have walked in here. Should have opened my other doors. I forgot what book we checked out, or if we checked out a book. I don't remember if we did or not. Let's go for a nook here. And then let's go for... Nice. There's a classroom here. Let's go for that. Okay. I was reading some really cool stuff about synergies with the blessing that drafts rooms to the outside if you call it in them. Apparently there's a bunch of chance when drafted outside. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've seen a couple sneak peeks of like what potential rooms could come in future on the outside. I don't have the context to like fully place and understand why they're there, but I understand a couple of things about it. So also, hi TikTok. I'm glad I'm back. I got banned off TikTok Live yesterday because TikTok decided to wrongly flag Bellatrix as gambling. It's not gambling. TikTok, you jerk. But thankfully I appealed. It was auto-approved, and we already got our live access back, so that's nice. Kind of ridiculous I was banned in the first place, but whatever. All right, let's go get this key, and then we'll go to the classroom here. I just hope I'll be able to play Bellatrix in the future on TikTok, because it's a great game for engagement. People seem to love it. They banned you because you didn't feature more Lucy more prominently. They were just lying. Honestly, that's probably what it was. I think you're onto something there. Walk-in closet has 4 items. Kind of blocks us off going north here. But 4 items. Items early could be helpful. Especially if those items are more gems. A coin person. What is the... That gains us interest. And what does the muffin do? The cupcake or whatever? Oh, 10 steps. Okay. I was going to say, what does the cupcake do? It's just food. Got it. Okay, cool. Classroom. Grade 1. Never seen the cupcake before? Yeah, that's the first time I've seen a cupcake, too. Pretty sure our mom loved them. We've done this one already. Yep, okay, so we already understood this, and we did all this. Puzzle, this is the grade 1. So each subsequent classroom we open is going to go up a grade, I'm assuming? I'm assuming that's how that works. Let's go core yard next, I think. Hey, shovel early is great. Correct. Okay, cool. Shovel early is actually awesome. They only show up in the ladyship chamber and the walk-in in her closet. Oh, interesting. Okay. We're getting another fucking grade. Yeah, we are. Going back to school, baby. Hope you guys are ready for a test. I'm not. I didn't study. I was too busy playing video games. This goes north. Okay. What? What? Oh my goodness, what? What's wrong? What is with her? What is wrong? Do you want down? No? You just need me to hold you for a second? Yeah. Oh, Lucy, you sweet girl. What the heck? The test is actually hard too. I scored like an 80 open book and all. Oh no. Are you okay? Huh? Are you okay? I don't know what's up with her. She's like all antsy. She just needs some lovin's. I know, apparently. Are you okay, sis? Yeah? Oh, sweet baby. She's been kind of like antsy all day though. She gets like this sometimes. I don't know why. Like this morning in my morning meeting, she was just like super antsy the whole time, and I couldn't really understand why. I was like, Lucy, I don't know what you're asking for. You can tell she's in the small can. Yeah. She's like, Father, I need to be more prominent. What are you doing? How can they ever know my stardom if you hamper me like this? How will Broadway know? How will they ever discover me? She's upset. Okay, there's that open, and let's get this one open as well. Our only way north is if we do hallway at this point. I don't want to block ourselves off that early, so let's go pantry. Nursery's great, but like that early blocking ourselves off is rough, to say the least. So let's go in here, grab an orange. Go to New York City for my 30th in August, random, but you mentioned Broadway. Dude, I love New York City. I went there back in fall of 2021. Absolutely adored every second I spent there. It was truly phenomenal. Loved my time there. Let's go Secret Passage. Going to see SummerSlam to make my inner child happy. Hell yeah. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun. #1 New York hater. Why? I love New York. New York was amazing. Okay. Trying to remember what each one was. So green, red. I'm trying to remember which one of these. I need to write these down. I should have written them down a long time ago of which room led to which. Let's go here. Secret Passage, because I don't remember which one of these to do. So we have orange, green, purple, red, and gold. So I'm assuming purple, I mean, obviously leads us to the bedroom. The green is obviously going to lead us to some sort of outdoor room. The Halls of Holly, the orange one. I don't know what orange is going to lead us to. Orange would be a hallway. Okay, orange is a hallway. And then red is, I don't know what the red would be specifically. And then gold. I don't know what gold would be either. So, I'm a Boston boy. Love the city, but the sports teams are on thin ice over here. I loved my time in Boston too. I've been to Boston. When was I in Boston? It was September of 2022 was the last time I was in Boston. Got my nose. I was there for a conference. I stayed kind of downtown area. But I enjoyed my time in Boston. I ate way too many fucking lobster rolls while I was there. Those were expensive, but very good. Very, very good. Hope the new Pope can bless the Bears and the Cubs. I will say, we missed an awesome opportunity to have Pope Pizzaballa. He should have won, and they should not have changed his name. Should have been Pope Pizzaballa the First. A huge missed opportunity. As someone who was raised Catholic, don't give a shit about it now, but someone who was raised Catholic, guys, what are we doing? Pope Pizzaballa the First. It's iconic. What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. A bedroom could be helpful here because it does probably give us steps. What would gold give us? He is the first American. Yeah. I reckon I remember seeing that today. Yeah, first American ever. I mean, for the longest time, they were all Italian. So it was like only when they started doing like non-Italians. I think we go gold here. I don't remember what gold is. We're gonna go for gold. I don't remember what gold is, but we're going for it. Ah, right. Okay, we have not discovered the locksmith yet. Locksmith is new. Or not locksmith, excuse me. Showroom. Showroom is new. It's come up before, but I was never able to draft it. So, let's draft the showroom. Is Lucy calmed down? She's calmed down. Okay, cool. She's needed some attention first. Showroom is new. Okay. Oh, I can shop from these. Moon pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. Ooh, okay. Ornate compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3. Oh, you can rotate them. Oh, that's helpful to better fit your layout. Emerald bracelet. You do not have to pay the gem cost of floor plans. Silver spoon. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice as many steps. Oh, that's actually so helpful. What the heck? I can't afford anything, but that's so helpful. Hell yeah. Okay, is there any, like, lore in here? I would expect there to potentially be lore in here, but it's not really seeming like there is. It's our bracelet. We have pendants of, like, the mountains. Huh. Pendant of a key. Painting of the mountains. Peas in a pod, that's our paintings, which we've already done. Peak without P would be that one. I'm surprised we're not getting any lore out of this. That's actually a little surprising. But, alright, whatever. Yeah, let's go north. Chapel's probably our best bet here. We lose gold, but it's our best bet to keep going forward. So let's go for the chapel. I was about to spoil real hard. No real lore, but there's some cool details here down the road. I feel like that's how it is with new rooms, is like you uncover stuff and you're like, I don't know what this means. And then later you have new context and you're like, oh my god, it means literally everything. And then you're just excited. Which is part of why I love this game so much, because like you'll pick up information, you're like, that seems important, but I don't know how. And then later on you're like, oh my god, I understand how it's important now. We'll spend our last gem here, I guess, to get our security office. I'm kind of burning through my gems, but whatever. It is what it is. And, of course, there's a classroom, which would have been helpful. Conference room actually is helpful for us. So let's go conference room. And then let's go back, because I want to not go too far north yet. Let's go back over here to security. Let's do this. Press enter. And then keycard system. Keycard system settings. Change the offline mode. Change that to unlocked. Confirm our settings. Back. Nice. There we go. Also, kind of cool side note, I got pulled off all my projects at work to design a competitor for Labubu, and my boss told me it's their favorite toy they've ever seen from our studio in a minute. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. That sounds like actually a really fun project, too. Sent the email today. I'm feeling really proud of you. Dude, congratulations, man. You should be very proud of your work. Hell yeah. W. Oh, there's a knight in here. Did I ever notice the knight in security? I don't know if I ever did. I don't think I ever noticed the knight in security. What the heck? Did I miss that? I did miss the knight in security. Okay, I completely missed the knight in security. There we go. I've drafted this how many freaking times? Haven't noticed it? What the heck? All right. Let's see here. Anything else lying around? No. That door's locked, so we can't go south out of here. Lovely. Love that for us. Boiler room. I have no gems. Shit. Well, wine cellars plus 3 gems. That would be helpful. I guess let's go wine cellar. Because I don't think I have actually uncovered the wine cellar yet either. So this is also a new room. Three gems. That is the seal. There we go. Is there anything else in here that we can interact with? Do we have lore in the wine cellar? Or nah? It's kind of seeming like no. Nothing there. I feel like there has to be a secret to in the security cams, but I haven't found anything. Have you seen any clues on the monitors? I really haven't. I wrote down everything that was on them and like the order of them all, and the order doesn't change. I haven't noticed like anything else There's clues down the road, but I'm still working on that. See, I figured, like I said, I figured there's a lot of stuff that will eventually come back up, and like we're overlooking it now because we just don't know, but we will like be aware of it later on. So, Chris, thank you for the rose and the heart me on TikTok. I am not hearing alerts there for some reason. I have no idea why. TikTok just hates me lately, apparently. But thank you for the love over on TikTok. Yeah, I swear there's new stuff in here, and like we'll eventually get there. But yeah, these don't change. I'm assuming at some point we'll be able to like pick up the phone maybe, or there'll be like something we can do to interact with the keyboards. We've already read that. I'm wondering, like, there's a lot of tapes around, so I wonder if we're going to be able to see like recordings at some point, because there's so many of these VHSs and it's under a light too, so like it's literally being highlighted of like, hey, look, VHSs. And I wonder if at some point we're going to be able to actually like sit down and watch those. I don't see a VHS like insert slot anywhere, but like maybe eventually that'll be something. Because yeah, none of these are open or interactable. So yeah. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna burn some steps here. We're gonna go all the way back south and get to the get back to the hallway here and try to open up our other doors here. This is a wacky ass layout here today. Well, let's go through our library because I'm in the library yet. Let's go in here. Okay, so I did not check out a book this time, so we have read Sightseer's Guide, History of Arindia. The pump system user manual could be helpful because we did find the pump room finally. Oh, and I do want to understand how we get stuff to a reserve tank. So that actually could be useful. And then we've read drafting strategy. So let's go pump user manual here. From what I gathered, everything that's interactable is basically available from the jump. Experiments can change stuff, but the cloister puzzle is a good example. You can brute force without unlocking, and that seems to carry across the game. Interesting. Okay, good to know. All right, we'll go pump system because I have not unlocked that yet, and it would be helpful to have. What do I have for stuff? I have a coin purse and a shovel. Okay. Hallway. I'd love to get like a lucky rabbit's foot or something just so we can get more items. Laboratory. Nice. That dead ends us, though. Oh, I guess gets us back into security, potentially. All right, we either dead end or we get into security, I guess. But laboratory right now could be helpful. Why is it when I start streaming that my voice decides to be like, hey, we're going to, like, fuck around? It's always when I start streaming. Throughout the day when I'm yapping to myself, nothing. Now, though, absolutely issues. Requires additional stuff piped in from the boiler room. Okay, we didn't draft the boiler room right because we didn't have the gems. Bro needs a honey tea. I probably do, honestly. I yap so freaking much. It's like after I finish playing Blueprints every day, because I play so long and I yap so much throughout these sessions, my jaw actually is like sore. I talk so damn much. It's actually a little ridiculous. Okay, experiment set up. Continue with experiment. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then gain 1 key, gem, or gold selected randomly. Add a small chest to the entrance hall. Immediately add a small chest to the entrance hall. Each time you find some trash while digging, which God I knows I find them all the time, gain 1 key, 1 gold, gem, or 1 gold. I think each time you find trash while digging, because I'm great at finding trash while digging, let's gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold. Just some sort of opportunity to gain keys outside of buying them all. I feel like that's good. When I was a server, I used to talk so much at work. These days, I consume 8-hour D&D podcasts at work and maybe speak about 30 words total. See, people always talk about like when they live on their own and they never say, they don't ever speak a word. And I'm like, I yap to myself constantly, or I talk to Lucy is more likely is what I'm doing. But now we're excited for trash. I know. I'm actually excited for trash now. I mean, we might as well take advantage of what we're getting. So we keep getting trash. We might as well try it. Alrighty. Oh, that's the wrong way. I'm going to say, come on. Better room. Passageway continues us on. Spare room dead ends us. I don't like having to burn all of my gems, but this is the only way to connect us without having to loop all the freaking way around again. It is what it is. I'm also like burning a door really early. Unlocks that through security. That's okay. So now we go back into security, and then we go up through the conference room to the Foundation. All right. Anything good in here? An apple. Hey, an apple's helpful. Because we are burning through steps at the moment. Nothing. I can't even steal the pens? What the hell? That's locked. Okay, let's exit. All right. Come on, trash. Come on, trash. Come on, trash. Oh, I'll get a key now. Great. Great. Now my luck changes. Now I get good luck. Sure, sure, sure. Why not? At least we got 3 dig spots. A turnip. Okay, well, you know, helpful items. Helpful items. I'll take them. They are helpful. It's nice having multiple keys. I'll take that. I'm not going to complain about a key, I guess. That takes us north. Oh, that one's blocked. Okay, well, never mind then. Have you had credits roll yet? No, I have not had any credits roll whatsoever at any point. Are there multiple endings? I wasn't thinking there were multiple endings. How long does the elevator stay lowered in the Foundation? Once you like get to the back side of it and you activate it, it stays activated. It stays. It gives you the consistent ability to go downstairs, so you don't have to worry about redoing it or anything. Damn, I keep getting slapped with dead ends here. Literally, this happened the last time I did classrooms. I couldn't freaking get any rooms. I need a key card, or I need to be able to shut the power off. Let's go storeroom so we get another key at least, I guess, and more gold. Get screwed on these room choices here. I would not be surprised if this game had multiple endings. That doesn't shock me at all, actually. Did the conference room have a chess piece in it? I don't remember seeing one. No, it's pretty clean. Okay. Never mind then. All right, use a key. Come on, get me something decent here. Bro, of course. Okay, well, we dead end with the utility closet, but that does open the other door of the Foundation. So I guess we do that. So my non-spoiler answer is you're still in the tutorial. Is this gonna be like that queso clip where he like does the entire challenge of rolling the ball up the hill and then he's like, great, you now know the tutorial. Am I just playing the fucking tutorial for like 30 hours straight? That's what it is, isn't it? Alright, keycard system off, so now we can fix that and we probably won't need the keys as much. Turn gymnasium off, that'll flip no matter what we do. Turn this on. And then we gotta remember how to do this. So it was red. How did I do this again? Not that we need to open this, but like there might be a dig spot back there. So let me see if I can figure this out real quick. Gotta remember what my notes were for this. What were my notes on this one? Where are my notes? Where are my notes? This is so okay. Press any button above to activate a blue light. Can I not do it twice then, since I have already done it? I guess I can't do it since I've already done it once. Okay, never mind. I guess there is nothing to do with that. There is nothing to do with that if I've done it once already, I guess. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Start on the left. I've already opened it once, but you basically throw the switch behind it, and I'm not getting a blue. I'm just getting green and red. So I'm assuming it's a one and done type of thing. I think it's a one and done. Once you do it, you don't necessarily need to redo it. It's interesting that the wall doesn't stay up, but, you know, whatever, I guess. Okay. Back to security, actually, because we want to turn this stuff all the way up. So, This is the first time I've actually been able to do this as well. So, enter keycard system settings, security level. We want to change security level. We want to set that to high, confirm settings, and back. Nice. Okay, cool. I have never been able to actually get this system set up like this. So this is new territory for me. But hopefully that means we can not use our keys and actually get some better rooms here, but we're going to find out because I am burning through a lot of my resources. I have no options with my doors here. All right. Great Hall is our best option, so let's do that. There we go. Is everything's going to be locked, right? Yeah, everything's going to be locked. So let's do our key in this door. Ooh, okay. Chamber of Mirrors is fun, but I was not able to actually get it the last time. And unfortunately, I don't have any other way forward because I need keys for everything else. So I can't actually do Chamber of Mirrors right now. So I've gotten everything but the center button on Chamber of Mirrors. I'm just not sure what else, because I had one side that wasn't connected, and I think you need to connect it on all 4 sides to get Chamber of Mirrors to fully unlock. So I'm not sure what Chamber of Mirrors fully does yet, but I think if I do it here, I'm screwed because I don't have any other way forward because I'm out of keys. So I can't do that. Coat check dead ends me, so I have to do spare bedroom. And pray to God I find a freaking key somewhere. Terrace dead ends me. Red tells you West Wing rooms are more likely to be unlocked too. Yeah. No, I know they're gonna be locked. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't hit anything. Oh my God! I hit the wrong button and I fucked myself. Are you kidding me? Come on! I didn't even hit the button. Well, we're boned. Because everything's locked and I have no keys. Cool. Cool. West Wing is more likely to have unlocked rooms. Oh, okay. Each time you find some trash while digging. Well, I don't think I missed anything while digging. Did I miss a dig spot somewhere? I don't think I did. Well, that sucks. Are there random dig spots outside, maybe? I did miss a dig spot. Okay. Where did I miss dig spots at? I guess we go the basement. In the storeroom. In the storeroom. There was a dig spot in the storeroom? Oh, I did. I did miss a dig spot. You're right. The one time I'm hoping for trash. Okay, where else? I mean, maybe basement would have a dig spot. I don't know if it does, though. I don't know if the basement's gonna have a dig spot or not. We can hope. We can hope, and then we just hope we get trash. That's what I'm hoping for is trash here. Come on. Why is it this time now I don't get trash? I always get trash. Elevator's offline. Come on, trash. Come on, trash. I don't know if there are any dig spots down here, though. Is the thing. I guess there's a chance of there being something on the desk over here. Go take a look. Nothing on the desk. All right. Maybe something down here? We gotta get lucky here. There's my mostly drained reservoir. If I could just figure out how to drain the last part of it. Yeah, I don't remember there ever being keys or anything of value down here besides just lore. I mean, the lore's valuable for sure. Don't get me wrong. The lore's great. But yeah, I don't think we can get anywhere. What is this room? Don't worry about it. You don't need to know. You don't need to know what's down that hallway either. Look away. Look away. You don't need to know about these rooms. Have you watched any of the speedruns? Really crazy stuff. Doesn't spoil the story, but they use some crazy tech. I have not. The tiny little bit that I have watched is Chris Melberger's been playing a lot of this. And I've tuned in for like literally like 5 minutes at a time just to like take a sneak peek. And he's on like day 160 something. Just to like take a look. And I haven't done anything there. The one in the hall, how did you get that open? Which one in the hall? The little hallway that I went into? That had the mining cart there? Is that the one you're talking about? I'm also confused. I'm assuming it's the one with the mining cart. You need to get the... What is it? What is it? The... Not fountain. No. The tomb, right? I think is your... You need to get... Tomb is your outdoor room, or whatever the tomb is called. Tomb, mausoleum, whatever the hell it's called. You need to get... The tomb is your outdoor room, and then there is a puzzle in there that is connected to the chapel. And this is all I will say. So there's a puzzle in the chapel that's connected to the tomb outside. If you get this tomb as your outer room, there's a connection between it and the chapel that opens up that allows you to explore more of the underworld there. You did that. Okay, well, if you have the back hallway there open, go to the mining cart and pull the mining cart all the way back, and then the next day, or if you go back inside, it doesn't reset its position each day. So you can leave it in its same position, and then, here, I can show you here. So you can move it. You can only move it from the other side. There's no way to move it from the other side. And then when you go down here, you basically, once you move it and you start the next day, you come back down this way, and then it allows you to essentially move things how you need to. So if you go in here, obviously this one here rotates this gear, right? And then the or guys, have you gotten to here yet? You've gotten to the other side of the mining cart. Have you gotten through down to this reservoir area yet? Or did you only get the back end of it? You can do it from Fountain 2. Yes. Which I unlocked the fountain. I drained the fountain, went down it, didn't realize I need the antechamber key again to unlock it. So I screwed myself because I didn't have that key. So realizing I need to get antechamber again to unlock that doorway sucks ass. But I was able to get down there. The room in the side hall looks like you lowered or blew up a wall. Are we talking this basement up here? Or are we talking down here through this mining cart one, by the mining cart? Okay, so when you move the mining cart, this wall here opens, right? This doorway is accessible. This is a doorway that is openable, but I believe it's only openable from the other side. So once you move the mining cart, then you're able to come through here, and you're able to access like this here. So basically you want to like, from that initial turning point, you want to rotate that to get your walkways to line up here, which then allows you to get over to there, which then lifts this whole platform up to get to the lower gear set. And then from there, you can change the lower gear sets to rotate things around. And essentially, you play with this until it gets you to that platform right there. The turntable persists through the days. I think the turntable stays where you leave it. And the mining cart stays where you leave it. Because once you're able to get to this platform here and you can open this door, then it opens up this little office. So you have this little office. There's a little lore here for you as well. And then you can open this door, and this allows you to get back into this hallway and loops you back around. So that's kind of like your little like shortcut. But you gotta like, because like you get onto this platform, and then it like looks like a dead end. And if you just keep walking, and then turn to the left, there's a little tiny hallway, and boom, you're in a little office. Don't know how I didn't realize that. It took me a couple tries to like even realize it was there too. You don't realize it if you don't like not looking for it. The gear resets now. There's a bug. Soft lock people out of it. Oh, interesting. Okay, good to know. All right. Well, there's no more dig spots. We may just call our day here. Let's just call our day. Let's just take the L, I guess. Blessing of the Gardens. Yeah, we'll just call it a day. That sucked. Every time I get Classroom, I've not been able to really take advantage of it. Save and continue. Thanks for the explanation. Yeah, no problem. Happy to help out. You know why we got such bad luck? I did not toss a coin to the Witcher. That's why. I forgot to do that in the beginning. That's why we got freaking screwed there. That's what it was. That was my problem. I didn't toss a coin in. That was my problem. It makes sense now. Why does that mountain look funky? It looks like way too proportional. Am I reading into that? Looks too proportional. All right. Toss a coin to the Witcher. There we go. It's a tough room to draft because it's a hawking room. If you upgrade hallway to draft more hallways, it'll help later. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I've been upgrading as many rooms as I can when I get the upgrade cards. All right. Shrine, hovel, and tool shed. We've had all before. The crest is the mountain. Okay. That's probably why it looks familiar. I think we still have our active shrine blessing, so it wouldn't really necessarily help us. Let's go for tool shed. Okay, we start with a shovel. Nice. I love starting with a shovel. And we start with a lock-picking set. Oh, that's actually helpful. Let's go. Can we upgrade the lockpick set? That'd be helpful if we could upgrade some of our tools to like have a higher probability of success or like, you know, higher chance of getting a key or whatever when we dig. Later, yeah? Okay, sick. I was assuming that was probably going to be an eventual mechanic, but I wasn't 100% sure. That's nice to know. Okay, let's get a den going. Lockpick skill specifically. I figured that would probably be the case. I don't know. I hate putting dead ends so early, so let's go parlor. And then let's see what we get here. As I say that, I get more dead ends. Nice. Let's go pantry, I guess. These two will connect, so let's go back and go through. Let's go through the den. So go through here, get another gem. Anything else in here? Not that I'm seeing. Okay. This is like the same layout. Nook for a key. Dead ends aren't bad this early. You spiral out and won't draft them halfway through your house. I guess that's a good point. I didn't think about that. That is a good point. Let's get our key. What do we draft here? Courtyard could be good here. What's our floor plan? It's bad soil, so that's not going to help us at all. But it does give us a lot of options. So I guess chapel does the same thing. You just lose gold. All right, let's go chapel, and then we're not going to go through there. We're going to go back through the den, and we're going to see what we draft up here. Security early could be nice. Let's do security early. There's that. Because that just connects us back to the chapel, so that's fine for now. We'll go there when we need to. Let's go parlor. Anything else extra in parlor this time around? Wind up key. I don't see anything else. Okay. What's our puzzle? The gems are not in the white box or the blue box. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. Okay. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. So, we know this cannot be true because gems cannot be in both boxes, so that's lying. And we know this cannot be true because it can't be in two boxes. So, Those are both lying. This has to be telling the truth. So the gems are not in the white and are not in the blue. So they're in the black. So the gems are here. Easy freaking peasy, dude. Alrighty. Hallway here is nice because it connects us. So let's do that. Anything to pick up? We actually haven't been through the pantry yet, have we? No, we haven't. Let's go back in here. Grab our gold. Grab our apple. There we go. We are dead-ended to the east, though. Don't love that, but it is what it is. Wow, we're really dead-ended to that side, aren't we? Oh, crap. See, now I'm in a position where I only have one avenue forward. And I feel like I have to draft a bedroom to be able to move ourselves forward. I hate when I get stuck like this. At least we're getting apples to help us with our footsteps. That is very helpful. Okay. Give me something that's not a dead end. Well, I mean, the office is not a dead end, but it doesn't help us. Okay, let's think about our chess puzzle though, because hang on a second. If we drafted the office, we would have a king. We already have a knight in the observatory. We already have a pawn in the parlor. We already have a castle in the nook. We would just need the study, and we would have all of our chess pieces. Ooh. We would just need the study. We'd have to draft through the chapel, which sucks ass, because we'd have one opportunity. This is high risk, high reward here, I feel like. Do I dead end this early and have one route through the chapel on the off chance that I get this? That feels very risky. Huh. Because we'd only be missing the study. If I don't do it, then we're just missing the study in the office. I feel like going... You say spin it? You think go for it? How frequently does the office come up though? I feel like if we skip it here, we're not going to get it. Without spoiling, can you give me a hint on the chess piece puzzle? It seems the student has become the teacher. No worries, Mav. No worries. Notate every time you're in a room, track what chess piece is in there, color, type specifically, and then notate the room that it's attached with. So, for example, I'll give you a couple. I've noticed pawns in a yellow pawn specifically in the bedroom, the dining room, and the storeroom, and the den, and I've noticed one in the parlor. So there's pawns places. Then there's a queen in a certain room. There's a king in a certain room. There's knights in certain rooms. That kind of stuff. So as you unlock things that are outside, your outside resources, your permanent upgrades, stuff like that, you will find little gas valves. You want to turn those gas valves, and that will light up the torches that are out on the if you go outside, go down the stairs towards the mountain overlook. There's those torches, right? So you want to turn those on. Once you unlock all 4 of those, something happens, and it allows you to gain a significant amount of lore and insight into the chess puzzle itself, and basically what you do with that chess information. I feel like that's as much as I can explain without spoiling anything. Hopefully that helps. Trying to be as non-spoilery as I can get. So, fun non-spoiler hint too is there is more to the chess puzzle than you might think. Okay, I'm assuming it's a multi-step thing because it is definitely a longer term one. So, office is rare. Full send, I guess. Full YOLO it, whatever. Because we can spread items out, right? Run payroll. So let's run payroll now. Spread gold in the estate. Spread gold now. Okay. I have found the chess piece room, but no additional info. Ah, okay. So you have the underground chess room, and you have chess pieces, but you don't know what to do with them. It took me a little bit of thinking, and I think somebody might have given me a hint in chat. Let me do this real quick. So something you know, and I'll try to help like kind of walk you to the answer here. So something you know is that the type of chest, so it's not like the paintings, right? So the paintings change, the paintings stay location based on these squares on our grid, right? So wherever the paintings are, doesn't matter what room you draft, the paintings are going to give you the same hint, correct? The chess pieces, however, can be in any location, right? They can be in any location on this grid because they stay with the specific room you draft it with. So with that information, and also recognizing that in the underground chess room, the chessboard itself was a non-standard chessboard, that was a 5x9 that was representative of this grid. Take 2, go +2. Hopefully that's your answer. I feel like that's as much as I can walk you there without just blatantly giving you the answer. But if you want me to blatantly give you the answer, I can also do that. But hopefully that's enough to help kind of point you in the right direction. Okay. Besides getting to room 46, what are your other goals? I feel like having all your goals and puzzle laid out will help you so you can figure out what times, when it's time to pivot and which puzzle even possibly is at that point. That's a great point. You know what I haven't used? I haven't used the whiteboard yet. Let me grab the whiteboard. I haven't used that at all yet. And I haven't. I might as well use it. Sorry, Lucy. Well, I dropped the whiteboard. Oopsie daisies. Did not mean to drop the whiteboard. That went flying. My bad. Sorry, Lucy. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, this is what I've got coming around in my my head here. I come back and you pull out a whole ass board from nowhere. Exactly, eggs. Exactly. It's gonna have red yarn across it soon. Just you wait. Just you wait. Okay, so move out of the way here. Sorry for my softbox reflecting in it. Hopefully, if I can get out of the way here, it'll focus on it. Come on, camera, focus. Okay, so we have chess puzzle, which is what we're working on. We have the lore on our mom. The conspiracy theory that I'm slowly gathering information on. And then I want to figure out how to drain the reservoir completely. And from what I saw playing around with the pump at the end of last stream, it has to do with somehow being able to fill the reserve tank. Because I had all of the other rooms, possible rooms, filled with water. And the transfer tanks were both full. And the reservoir still has water in it. But the reserve tank has room. So we've made progress towards that one, because we checked out the book. So next time we draft the library, we will get a book that explains the pump system a bit more. I'm hoping we can get some information on how to move water into the reserve tank, which I think is what we need to do for getting the reservoir completely drained. As for the conspiracy theory, I think we're slowly gathering that information. I think that's going to be a longer term goal, because I think a lot of that lore, because again, like I've been speculating, I believe that the room 46 holds the key to our mother. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I believe that's what it holds, because there's so much connecting the rogue moon to our mom. So I'm not sure how it connects, but I think we'll slowly develop more of that lore, and that I think that's kind of like our overarching narrative, really. And then we have the chess puzzle, which basically the next step in the chess puzzle is to get all of our chess related rooms drafted and then place our chess pieces accordingly. So that is kind of what I've got working right now. That is the whiteboard. Hi, my name's Charlie Day. I don't have red string yet, but I could certainly buy some. Okay, cool. I guess I can throw this back on as well. Oh, sorry, Lucy. I moved things. I moved it. Hang on. I gotta fix the Lucy camera. I moved things. You good, sis? I'm having to like duck underneath because I have I don't know how to show it to you guys because I don't have like a third camera to show you, but I have my other camera set behind me here, right? Just off screen. And I've got a USB cable that's running out of the side of the camera into the top of the PC over here, but it's like as long as it can possibly be. So it's like stretched nearly taut. So I have to like duck underneath it. You good? You good, sis? Okay. Anyways, now anybody that ever comes to my house is gonna be like, what is the fuck is happening here? All right. We were doing something in this game. Okay. So we spread gold everywhere. We did that. Let's get this. I don't think we've opened this safe yet. Office safe code. Yeah, we have not opened this safe yet either, and I still don't know what this is. So, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Were there any hints around that pointed to doing it? Mainly the relationship of like the fact that the chess board was non-standard. That was kind of my biggest clue of like the chessboard is non-standard, and then I just had to sit there and think about, okay, how have these other puzzles gone? How have I solved them? And I think somebody gave me the hint of like, note that the chess pieces stay with the rooms. And then from there, I think I was kind of like, I over extrapolated. I'm like, okay, I need to play a game of chess. No, I just need to be able to place chess pieces properly, but you need to be able to draft all of your chess related rooms to be able to do so. So it's kind of you have to like kind of piece your way there. I'm also speculating because I haven't done it yet, so I don't know for sure, but I believe that's what I'm doing. So that's kind of my thought process. I don't know the code to this safe still, and I have not been able to figure it out. So onward, upward to the chapel. At least we're getting a lot of gold out of this. That is actually super helpful because now if we can draft something, we're going to buy keys or whatever, that'll be super helpful. So fingers crossed. Love that we have more gold. You saw the picture puzzle? Yes, except for the very top row. I have speculation. So I believe the very, very top row is if you, and then I believe it says count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. So I believe that's what all that says. I haven't fully unlocked the top row to confirm that, but I don't necessarily know what to do with. Gates is the answer there. Gates is the answer. I'm gonna think on that because I don't know how Gates relates to a specific date yet, but let me think on that. Or is it back to the drafting room again? Is it back to the drafting room again for that? It must be. Okay. Commissary gives us items and a potential dead end. Corridor moves us forward and north. Guaranteed to be unlocked. Let's go commissary. Nice. All right. We can draft a bunch of gems. Let's get our gems. And running shoes are 8. Get some running shoes. All right, cool. There we go. Dining room. Nice. Dining room is good. That moves us forward. Keep moving us forward. That's all we can hope for. Is just keep moving us in the right direction. Is there any gold in here? I guess this wasn't spread out here when it was spread out. Passageway. Oh, that's actually huge for us. Gives us a lot of options. Passageway is great. Love the passageway. And no electronic doors. I only have 1 key though. Oh, I have a lockpick set. Just kidding. Nice. Let's get our observatory. Because we have not had our observatory for a couple of days. 2 gates have been the apple orchard and the gates of steps. Where else do you observe the house? Get to observe the house, you see gates. So... two gates have been the apple orchard. Gates of steps. See gates. We have the driveway gates. Or am I thinking too literally? We have the driveway gates. We have the walking gate in the drawing room. We have the, like you said, the orchard gate. What would be another gate? I guess we have the West Path gate. That counts as a gate, yeah? I feel like my brain's not spry enough to make connections quite yet. Let me keep thinking. Okay, I can't pick that one. Don't need to pick this one. Corridor is always unlocked. So let's do corridor. And then let's go back and I guess we'll use our key on this one. Since we can't pick it. Weight room sucks ass. Walk-in closet. Ooh. We have to connect to the foundation to get anything on that side of the... Oh, spare room. Let's go spare room. Items could be helpful, but let's go spare room. There's a family tree somewhere that might help you solve that. I wrote down the family tree. I wrote that down. I've seen the family tree and I wrote it down. There was someone named Gates on there, wasn't there? No, there was not anybody named Gates on there. So I have Baron Thomas Sinclair, Baroness Aurora Vi, Herbert S. Sinclair, Simon H. Sinclair, which is my grandfather, Mary Epson, us, Clara Epson, Lionel Epson, Lady Ashlyn, I think is her name if I can read my own handwriting, and then Lord William Epson. Those are the people that were on the thing. Gates. I'm feeling very, very dumb here. I feel dumb. I don't know. Let me think on it. I'm feeling dumb. Oh no, there was the people in the hang on. There were the people in the... I wrote it down somewhere. There were people in the not the grand hall, whatever the foyer was it? There was a bunch of people. Yeah, four-way. Count Isaac Gates. So, count small gates. So there was Isaac Gates. Okay, so I have another Gates. I'm not sure. There might have been more information on... Yeah, there might have been more information on his bust. So we need to get the foyer back and try to figure out more information from his bust. If we can. Eye mask, nice. I did not make the Count Gates connection. Aquarium dead ends us. Everything dead ends us. Cool. Cool. Storeroom it is then. I love a good dead end. We might go back and buy more gems at this point because I have a ton of gold. If only I could buy keys there, that'd be awesome. Yeah, let's go back to the commissary. I guess I haven't been into the observatory yet. Dining room connects to commissary? Yeah. Dining room, commissary. Let's buy the rest of these gems, I suppose. Gem. Nice. Not all of them, but it's a lot of them. I'm yet to see anyone take the plus 10 gold upgrade. So here was my thought on that. Was later on in the game, I'm assuming that eventually, and this is just totally an assumption, eventually we will have more control over the randomness and the RNG that we have when it comes to drafting specific rooms. Not take. Oh, okay. Because like it seems like the best option, because if you gain more control over your room drafting ability, right, which ones you can select, it becomes exceedingly overpowered because you're able to buy a shit ton of gems. You can convert it to keys in the laundry room. Like, there's so many opportunities where gold becomes your most valuable resource to allow you to do more things. So it felt like a smart kind of like future investment, considering everything else that we were doing, which is why I was kind of like, this seems to make the most sense. So silly not to take. Yeah, it just seemed like the smartest decision out of everything that was available. Everything else was like helpful. Oh, I should have done this first. Everything else was helpful, but it didn't seem like the best long-term investment. Which is why I was like, I think this makes more sense. Can't pick the lock. Okay. Well, let's go see if this other one's unlocked. Prefer to not use my one key. I don't have to. Kitchen gets us food. It does cost a gem. Boudoir gets us rerolls. Let's go boudoir. Doesn't cost us the gems, and it gets us the rerolls. Okay. Well, let's go here. Let's go here for now. I want to figure things out. So let's take these. We also gain some gems from this. There we go. 12, 25, enter. There we go. Gem. Nice. Yeah, because our biggest limitation these days is keys. All right, vault dead ends us, but I have yet to get the vault. Workshop moves us forward. I do want to be able to connect to the foundation if I can. Workshop, I know we combine our inventory items to make new stuff in the workshop. I haven't really been able to combine anything yet, though. I'm tempted to redraw this. Vault is plus 40, but that we can't buy keys with that right now. So it's not as helpful as it would be. I'm going to redraw this. That fucks me actually more somehow. Great. Well, dark room it is, I guess. Sheesh, man. Okay. Well, dark room it is. Let's see if we can get anything decent out of here. Sure. Let's spend a gem on this. All right, we got the pool. Nice. Okay, and what do we get here? Please give me something halfway decent. Can't even pick it. Cool. Well, please give me something decent. Please give me something decent. Everything requires gems. Let's go for a gem requirement, I guess. Oh, boiler room. Nice. We haven't even got boiler room yet. Cool. Okay. Well, that is actually super helpful because it gives us doors to move forward with as well. Nothing in the pool room. We've drained the pool before, and I got like a couple of coins, I think. Boiler room is brand new to us. Haven't done anything with the boiler room. How do I get that down? Archives is good here because that gives us more door options. So boiler room. So we have a transfer valve there. We have a big valve here that changes our pipe. Okay. So we need to run steam to lower this down. So follow that pipe back. That goes into here. That moves that. So let's do that. And then turn this. And then turn this on. Nice. Okay, that extends that. Cool. That's good to know. This transfer pipe here, we'll figure out what that does up here once we get up here. We can't actually get through there yet. Okay. So we need to get to there to turn that pressure thing. So let's look at these down here again. So what if I do this? Does anything change if I do that? No. Okay, so we need to run this thing. So let's turn this one more time. 2 more times. Okay, so that's moving now. What does that moving do for us? That does something. It's probably related to the rooms we don't know yet. We turn this. That turns everything off. Oh, I see what it does. Okay, it opens up the valve there for us. Okay, so that opens the valve, which releases energy here, which then if we rotate this and then turn our valve, that's putting steam up there. Turn our valve, put steam over here, drops this down. Nice. There we go. We're figuring it out. So now we can turn this, which opens our door there. Can I draft anything here? No, we need a steam room open this door, apparently. So then we go here. So we need to send steam up from both. Activate. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we need to build up a head of steam up here, I think. Okay, so now that we got that done, we can go back down here. We can turn this back, because we don't need to have that online. And then that's on already. Okay, so we can flip this to go like this, I believe. Because that powers that on. Yep. And that sends steam there. Okay. And then we need to turn this valve here. That should send steam up. Yep. Okay. And then we go this way. That did not open. Oh, hang on. We need to do this. That did not open that for us. Hang on. Rotate this one more time. That's the one we needed, I think. All right, let's go take a look. See what we got going on up here now. We're not on there. Let's fire this sucker up. And then we've got... Oh, that opened our doors. That closes our doors. But that now activates this panel. So that's sending the steam throughout the building. Okay. So the boiler room, that's how we send steam throughout the building. That's how we open doors. Got it. Swapping an iPad and falling asleep. Plans for next stream. Saturday. Saturday be more blueprints. I'm not sure on timing because I'm supposed to help my sister build a fence. But Saturday will be more blueprints. So which route goes where, I guess is the question. If I throw that there... Does that go back to the pool? Yeah, have a good one, AB. We dead end on everything but the archive, potentially, so let's go for the archive. Billiard room. Okay. That at least moves us back down. Potentially connect to the foundation. So let's go back to the pool and see if anything's happened in here. I see no difference. Okay, the more we unlock the other rooms, the more I'm sure I'll learn about the boiler room. We'll figure it out. Billiard room. Right now, I just want the study. So let's get our thing here. Where's our codes here? Here's our codes. Okay. So blue, we start with 11. 4 and 2 is 6. Multiply by 2 is 12. There we go. And then we have 5, 1, 2 is 8. Multiply by 2, is 16. And then we have 1 times 1 is 1. Divided by 1 is 1. It's 1. Ooh, and we get a key card. Oh, that's actually huge. Hell yeah. So now, actually, if we go back... Oh, security's such a long way away. I was going to say, if we go back to security, we could turn our doors on all the way high and not have to worry about keys. How many steps would I lose going there, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... I could continue from here and go 14 or 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 or 14, I have 46. Let's see, is it worth doing that? I do have the running shoes, which could help us save a bunch of steps. Could go to foundation. Yeah, we're going to try drafting a room here and see what foundation gets us. We're going to definitely draft a room here and see if we can what this gets us. Can't pick it, don't have keys. Okay, so that's locked off completely for us for now. I feel like going back to security and turning everything on high might be useful. Because the more frequency of these doors we get, the less we have to rely on keys. Which would be very helpful for us, I feel like. Is there really no items in here? Especially since we have no keys right now. I have 44 steps. I think I go for it. It's a long run back, but I think we go for it. Because then we could actually go up observatory and just see where that takes us as well. So let's go that way. So we need to go through boudoir, back. And then down through dining room, right? Do we go through the dining room or no? Yes, through dining room. Okay, cool. And then commissary. Through here. And then chapel into security. Okay. So do this keycard system settings, security level. We want to change that to high. Confirm our setting. And then change our offline mode. I forgot to do this when I was here for anyway, so unlocked. Confirm setting. Back. Okay, cool. That should be helpful. So now we can go back up to the observatory. Hey, we have no more gold. Nice. Is what it is, man. Passageway and then observatory. Although observatory was a key, wasn't it? Was that locked? This was locked, wasn't it? That was locked. And I can't pick it. Cool. Never mind. I forgot that was locked. No, through the corridor. Alright, archives. You're our way forward here. Give us the study, and then pray to God I have the steps I need to get out. And go do our chess puzzle. Oh, do my nose, what the heck. Oh, weight room. That sucks ass. Lose half your steps. Showroom. We burn a lot of gems. Showroom moves us forward, though. And there's no guarantee on our archive it does. I'm going for it. Seems like a risky play, but I'm going for it. Laundry room. Okay. Bedroom gains 10 steps. Bedroom here is actually not bad. Let's go guest bedroom. I don't mind a dead end here. If we can get billiard room open, that'd be lovely. I don't mind a dead end here. Magnifying glass for lore, if we get lore. Okay. And then any other extras? No extras? Come on, game. Got us some steps back, though, which is definitely helpful. Alright, and then our last room. Pump room. Ooh. So that gives us pool, boiler, and pump. Although laboratory, this thing here has additional power from the boiler room, helps this. Ooh. Let's go for the laboratory, because I want to figure out what this other thing does. What was that bell? Huh. Requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Okay. So we need to turn on the boiler to run this. Somehow. Got it. Patio. Gymnasium. Patio moves us forward at least. Burns gems though. Ay. We'll do it. We'll do it. I don't love it, but we'll do it. Dinner bell. Ah, okay. I keep forgetting why I have a bell. I have a shovel. Good. Come on, give me some helpful items here. Keys would be lovely. Keys would be lovely. I don't want trash this time. I actually want keys. And now I get nothing. Of course. Of course, that is how my luck goes. Oh, shit. That's a battery. A battery. Okay, hang on. What does the battery do? Provides juice to contraptions made in the workshop. Ah, okay. So we might be able to actually make something finally with this. That could be actually super helpful. We could actually finally make something. Kitchen. Archived coat check. I don't want to burn my gems here if I don't have to. Kitchen's helpful, but I only have 2 gold. That's only going to get us like a banana. We could coat check the battery pack, potentially, and be able to get it back. I feel like coat checking the battery might be a good idea. Because that's the first time I found the battery. It does mean that we cannot get into the east side of the antechamber at all, though. Huh. What do I want to do here? Let's go for the archived. Give me something decent. Power. Okay, well. There's that as well, I guess. I guess we can turn that off. Turn that on. Turn that on. And turn keycard system off. Cool. Okay. Well, that at least does that for us. It's something, I guess. What does it say? It's just talking about digging. Okay. So, we need to go back to the boiler room, figure out how to pipe power into here. So, through the archives to the boiler room. So, I need to send boiler power this way. So, that should send the boiler power into the laboratory. Yes, I think it does. Yes, it does. Oh, that's the bedroom. Wrong room. Wrong room. It's a straight shot. It's a straight shot, Dak. We have power. Nice. Okay. So, the only hint I have on this thing is, like, throw 3 up before 9, I think it said. Where did I have that? Push 3 up after 9. So I don't know what sequence these need to run in. Push 3 up after 9. So is this... Okay, so it's this sequence here is what it needs to run in. So what's our sequence here then? So our sequence here then should be... If we do 3 after 9, it would be what? 8? I don't have a 12. So what would this be? Push 3 up after 9. Let's just write this out in order. We have... Because I know the periodic table did relate to the letters and stuff over there on the actual elements chart. But it does relate to this too. So... If we do 3 technically comes first. We do it after 9. So 3, 8, 12. But then 2, which doesn't make any sense. 9. Then we go to 3. Then we do 11, which isn't on there. 10, which I think is on there. 10 is on there. And then 6, 4, 7, 1. Okay. I mean, 3 after 9. Is it just 3 after 9? It's just 3 after 9. Okay. It's just 9 and 3. That's all we needed then. Oh shit, what did we do? We just did something big. What did I turn on? How do I access this door? What? The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Okay, how do I access the grotto? What? Where was that unlocked at? Interesting. I have no idea how to get to the Black Bridge Grotto, but that's cool. That's cool that we got that. Okay, sick. Nice. Cool. All right, let's go through the showroom. I got this early. I'm on day 22. I feel like I've gotten a lot of stuff early. Day 22. I don't see anything in here. This door's locked. Can I pick it? I can pick it. Nice. Dead ends me for sure. Dead ends me for sure. Potentially doesn't dead end me. And I need keys. So, archived it is, I guess. Please don't dead end me. Pump room, and it dead ends me. Cool. This is an RNG lockout for lots of people, myself included. Oh, interesting. See, so this is the part I need to figure out. So I need to power this here. Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is how we do it. Oh, my God. Okay. Hang on. Oh, my God. This is actually massive right now. Boiler room. Holy freaking shit balls. Flip it that way. Is my pump room online? We need the boiler room to run the reserve tank. Is what we need. Oh my God. Did I just do something big here? Can we drain the reservoir? That'd be massive. We have no power coming here. Okay, hang on. Is it because there's no connection here? So how does this work? This goes here, but then there's not one on this side. So is that dead-ended then? And I don't actually have the ability to turn this on. Because I need power here to run this. Then I can actually do something with my reserve tanks. I don't know how we send water to reserve tanks. We do something with the reserve tanks. Huh. So, how does this... I'm running so low on steps because I keep going back and forth. So how does this work? That's sending it through the dark room. So do I actually need to send it this way? This sends it here. That's lit up into here. Does this light up into here then? No. I think it's because we don't have a room connecting them that's like an activated room. Unfortunately. Because, yeah. Full. Full. Everything's full. We have 2 bars of water left. Has to go into the reserve tank somehow. But there's no way I'm not getting steam power here. And we need to get steam power here somehow to turn this on, but this is not activating even though we're sending the power to there. So this room does not allow us to connect these pipes here, is what it is. So what rooms allow us to connect pipes? So gold rooms do not allow us to connect our boiler pipes. Red rooms do, because the laboratory's online. So this does not connect us. Got it. I think we're key locked here, key locked here, key locked here, I think is where we're at. I think we're key locked everywhere else. So I think we're screwed here, but that's what we got. I've got 10 steps. Can I even make it out to go to the... try and find the grotto? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, excuse me. 6, 7, 8. I gain a bunch... I gain 20. Okay, so that put me at 22. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. So we get outside with 16. Well, I think we do that then. And we have our running shoes to try and help us. I think we do that, because I don't know what else we'd be able to do right now. If we can't connect this to the boiler room, then it's a bit of a lost cause here. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Alright, come back through boiler room. Back through the dark room. That sucks we were not able to get the pump room and the boiler room lined up, because I almost was freaking fully cooking there. That would have been crazy. That would have actually been crazy. Alright. Oh, I got here 3 steps. I undercounted. Have our dinner. That gave us a bunch more steps. Love that for us. Let's go through here. Is there anything else to buy? I don't think I can buy anything. Can't afford anything. Through the chapel. And then take a left into... Nope, not into security. Oh, yeah, no. Security works. We can go through security. Security. Den. Main hall. Okay, so how the hell do I get into the grotto? So there's power lines that way. There's power lines this way. I think it's these power lines, right? Yeah, it's these ones. So, let's head out these power lines here and see if we can find this grotto. Can't open that. I wish there was a map of the outside area as well. This is our gem cave. There's nothing new in the gem cave for us. Because it looked like there was a door open to the grotto. So how the hell do I get to said grotto? Huh. That's not a new pathway. How do I get to the grotto? What the heck? Because it definitely opened like an exterior doorway. Do I need to open another gate somewhere to be able to do that? I feel like it's through here. Where did those power lines go that we saw? Power lines go... Oh, right here. Right here. Oh, shit. I walked right past it. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Giant-ass server room. And we have a large vault door here. Okay. Blackbridge. Blackbridge, network administrator controls, admin key. I guess we add that to the big board. I have no idea what the admin key for the Blackbridge terminal is. I also added office safe need foyer because we need that to get the check out the bust of Isaac Gates again. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 0, 1. No. Okay. So I don't know the admin key. I need the admin key to do anything. I need the admin key to do anything. Or is it... Oh, wait, hang on. Is it Swan Song? No. Because that was the terminal password for everything else, right? Yeah. Is it 45292? No. Okay. 45292 was the Hava code. I still don't really know exactly what that goes for yet. 7590 maybe? No. Trying to think of anything else we found date-wise that we could potentially use. We could try 1107. 9803. No. 1993? No. What could open this? I don't know, actually. This is actually a tricky one. What on earth would open this up for us? I don't even know how long it is, to be honest. I bet something in the office safe allows us to figure this out. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's that key code, so we need to figure that out. Microchip. Looks like it might be plugged in somewhere else. Hello? Plugged in somewhere else. What the hell would the microchip go to? Interesting. Okay. What on earth does the microchip go into? Wait, hang on. What is this? II00. Okay, II00. What does I represent in Roman numerals? I in Roman numerals. Oh, I is just 1. Roman numerals, I is just 1. So II00 would be 1100? Is that seriously the code? 1100? No. Okay, 1100. Could be January. Nope, because it's not 2000. It's 1993. So it could be January 1st of 2000. It's not. Because it's the year 1993 right now. So make a note of it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that is. So let's go. What is this place called? The Grotto? Grotto. Admin pin. Don't know it yet. And then sticky note. Sticky note was I, and then 000. Oh, maybe it was 3 zeros, wasn't it? 11000. No. It was II000 though, right? It was 3 zeros? Hang on. No, 2 zeros. 2 zeros. II00. So what does II00 go to? This screen here is not lit up. Does our microchip go into our screen here potentially? Somewhere over here. Because this data pad is not lit up. So what does this data pad light up from? Everything else is lit up. I don't see any other sticky notes anywhere. Just the one. So I think at the start of the next day, this microchip is going to become helpful for us. Because it obviously creates part of this like moon-shaped puzzle, right? Like, I think we eventually find 3 microchips. It plugs in here. We're going to find 2 others. For our, like, our little Mickey Mouse puzzle we got going here. Because then we have big circle, half moon, small half moon. We have a small half moon. That was in the grotto. So we have 2 other microchips we need to find, and we need to place them in the grotto. So we're looking for 2 other microchips as well. The microchip just needs to stay here. So that's kind of our hint that we're missing too. So I guess we'll add that to the big board. Okay, because we're looking for 2 microchips as well. So, with all of this in mind, I feel like it's probably best to end our day and then restart fresh and see where that gets us. And just keep trying to draft new rooms, see if we can draft the pump room and the boiler room next to each other, and just see what we can do. Yeah. I think it's what we do. So let's call a room directory. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and call it a day. And we'll see what tomorrow holds. Intriguing. Very intriguing. Clockwork Manor. I wonder how many of those like different names for our house there are. I'm assuming there's quite a few. I'm going to turn my air conditioning off. It's actually really cold in here now. 1 second. Okay. Start our day. So now we have... I don't think we need to go check the grotto to start our day because the microchip stays there. And I don't want to get stuck with the microchip inside because I feel like I don't know if it resets or not. So we'll leave the microchip there knowing we need to find 2 others. Hovel, shelter, root cellar. Protects you from the negative effects of 3 red rooms drafted. More likely to have dig spots. If I can get a shovel, that'd be lovely, but I'm not guaranteed a shovel. Let's go root cellar. Just try for a shovel, I guess. Hopefully we can find. Oh, here's the family tree we can figure out again, too. Did I miss anything on the family tree? Let me go back to my family tree and add like the holly as the or the swan as the Epson and the holly as the Sinclair, just because we've seen that a bunch. So we have swan, and that's Epson, and then we have this other shield, and that is holly, and that is Sinclair. Okay, so now we just have like a good note of like which family crest is which. That'll be helpful. Be nice to get a shovel, let me tell you. Okay. Let's go see what kind of damage we can do today. Yeah, we've unlocked a lot of outer stuff by day, what, 23 this is? I feel like we've made a lot of very good progress simply for just playing 22 days. I mean, God, we've got like 15, 16 hours into this game, and I've only done 20-something days. My days are nearly averaging 45 plus minutes. So like we're making good use of the days we have. I feel like we're not flying through them. Den early is coming up a lot. Bedroom, pantry, nursery. Let's go pantry. And then let's go here. Commissary, hallway, and I feel like I'm drafting a lot of the same rooms first, just in a slightly different order than I typically have been doing. Let's go hallway, I guess. It's a very strange kind of feeling. I feel like I'm drafting the same rooms over and over at the start every time. Corridor, bedroom. Let's go bedroom. Gain 2 steps. No extra items. Storeroom, nook. Let's go storeroom. We lose a room, but that's okay. We gain keys. We gain a bunch of gold. It's okay. Get all of our gold. Get our key. Get our gem. There's a lot of dig spots too. God, we need a shovel. I'm really hoping we can draft commissary, because that would give us a shovel potentially, and that would be probably our best bet at the moment. Let's go through den. We'll grab our other gem. Yep, we have a chest here we need to get open at some point as well. Alright. This just connects us back to our hallway, which is nice, but doesn't move us forward at all. Plus your extra items have drafted here. We have nothing going north then, and we'd be stuck with just this going to the right here. So let's go spare bedroom. And then adjust the rarity of the floor plans in your house. Ooh, yes. We're going to go conservatory. That actually is huge. That's actually huge. I think it's the first time we've discovered this as well, actually. I believe it's the first time I've discovered the conservatory. So, let's see what's in here. Also, I would love to have a room like this in my house. Are you kidding me? All my plants behind me would be so insanely happy. Drafting locations. West Wing only. Garage. West Wing Hall. Her ladyship's chamber from south-facing doors. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a hard one to get. So we need to write this down here. Hang on. We have drafting notes. So, drafting notes. Okay. So, West Wing only is garage, which I feel like we already knew. West Wing Hall, which makes sense. And lady ship's chambers, south doors only. That's like a super hard combo. You can only get it from south facing doors. So I really need to draft like up over and then back down to have a chance at getting it. Interesting. Okay. So that's west wing only. East wing only. East wing only is East wing hall and master bedroom, which I think we've gotten master bedroom once. East wing hall and master bed. Okay. And then other special cases. Oh, conservatory's only drafted in a corner. Okay. So conservatory corners only. And bookshop only from the library. Got it. Okay, good info. Excellent information. Really could go for a shovel right about now. Floor plan conservation. In the conservatory, you will be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Permanent changes do not reset. Ah, these are permanent changes. Nice. Okay. Today, you may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. Where are you going? You jumping down? What you doing? You hopping down? All right, Lucy Cam's going away. Lucy Cam's off for now, I guess. She ran away. Okay, so we can adjust the rarity of the conference room. We can adjust the rarity of the aquarium. I don't know the importance of the aquarium yet. We haven't drained it. I don't know what's in it. I don't know what's important about it yet. Or the rarity of the spare bedroom. Huh. I feel like my immediate thought is reduce the rarity of the spare bedroom, make it like, I guess increase it, make it incredibly rare so that we don't get it as frequently because it's a bit of a useless room. So that would be my thought there, because if we increase its rarity, it would show up less and potentially give us other options. Although we could increase the frequency with which we get the conference room or perhaps the aquarium. And I just don't know what the best decision is here. You changing where you're sitting at, sis? I think, speaking of sitting, I think I'm going to change into sitting mode here. What you doing, Lucy? What's up? Oh, oh goodness. Oh, I've been standing for a while. Oh, boy. Been standing for at least 2 hours. My legs are tired. That was good, though. I need to stand more often. Need to stand more. Okay, hopefully my camera doesn't freak the hell out with trying to focus on my face with the whiteboard behind me. It was doing that before, so hopefully it doesn't freak out about that. Oh, it feels good to sit down. What do I want to do here? Conference room, aquarium, spare bedroom. Let's go for spare bedroom here. So, often classified by conservationists as the weeds of the drafting pool, for their overabundance prevents the less common rooms from flourishing on the estate. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. So if it was commonplace, standard rooms are on the garden variety, not common enough to be a nuisance, not rare enough to be elusive. Unusual is a term reserved for floor plans that are encountered on occasion, the infrequency of which may contribute to their apparent prestige. Okay, let's read about the other ones. Unusual is a term for floor plans that are encountered on occasion, the infrequency of which may contribute to their apparent prestige. So this is an unusual one. If I reduce it back down to commonplace, I would get it much more frequently. Taking unusual to commonplace could be very helpful, I feel like. I just don't know the importance of this. We would need to draft conservatory every time we wanted to change something. And it's not guaranteed we get to change this again. So if I set this to commonplace and it became something I didn't need or want, that becomes an issue. Conference room is also unusual. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they're placed in this room instead. So let's think about the use cases for these. So conference room would be nice to get more frequently because it's a 3-door, which is nice to get more frequently. But then it simply gets all of the items get spread into there. So if I'm really far away, that would burn a lot of steps to have to get back there. Maybe not the best idea. I feel like my initial thought, making the spare bedroom unusual. Oh, that's how I do that. I think making spare bedroom unusual is actually probably our best bet here, because it just frees us up to not even just get like, because this won't affect just the ability to get one room more frequently. This will allow us to potentially get a lot of rooms more frequently because it's going to be replacing where the spare bedroom would typically come in at. So I feel like making this rare is actually going to be helpful. So let's go ahead and confirm this. I think I want to make this into unusual. Okay. Can I change all of them? Flora and floor plans are seen so seldom and represented in so few numbers that they are considered by many to be endangered. Without serious conservation efforts, many of these rare specimens may never be seen. Commonplace. Confirm. Or do I get to change all of them? I get to change all of them? That's unusual now. That's complex. I get to change all of them. Oh, just the rarities of all of them. I thought it was each one. Oh, we get to just all of them. Okay. Never mind. This is a better decision then. I see. I was thinking it was only one of them. Oh, and we have a castle in the conservatory. Okay, we need to write that down. That's the... Okay, we have a yellow castle. Conservatory. And it is yellow. Okay. So we have 3 rooms of the castle now. Nice. Nice. Okay. Love this for us. Conference room. Hey, there it is. Nice. Let's go ahead and go conference room, I guess. Look at how commonplace it is already. Love that for us. Okay. Give us a good door here. Nook loops us back to the spare bedroom, which we have already used. Chapel moves us north as well. We lose gold, though. But whatever. I think we'll be fine. Oh, Lucy, you're setting up over there? Do I need to move the camera again, sis? I might have to change the Lucy cam here. I'd love a freaking shovel, is what I would like. There's so many dig spots, and I have yet to get any of them. What the freaking heck, man? Nook moving us forward there could be good. That kind of dead ends us back. Courtyard requires a gem, but also moves us forward. And completes our little loop here. Courtyard gives us a shot at a shovel, so let's do that. Let me change the Lucy cam here. Hang on. She's set up on the couch again now. Are you back on the couch? Oh, my silly Lucy. My silly, silly Lucy. Let's turn this back on. All right, there's our Lucy cam back. Oh, Lucy, silly kitty cat. All right, we got our Lucy cam back. Hell yeah. Love having our Lucy cam on. Fix my headphones. Come on, shovel. Nothing. Really? No items of any kind? No items of any kind. That sucks. I have 2 chests now and just an insane amount of dig spots that I have yet to open. That's fun. Security's probably good. I'm starting to burn through my gems, though, which is not amazing. But that's okay. We'll have to deal with that. Let's go back in here. Let's get this going. Press enter. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Security level. Yeah, we'll leave it on medium for now. And then change our offline mode. Want that to be unlocked. Confirm, confirm. There we go. And back. Sick. Okay. Let's go ahead and exit. Then we have this one here. Of course, that's locked. I only have the one key. And that's locked. Okay, both of those are locked. I guess I should have drafted through the chapel here. Now I gotta lose another coin. Should have drafted this before I left in here. That was dumb on my part. Veranda I can't do. That would be nice. Nook I can do. And that gives us another key. Yeah, let's do that because we need to get that security door open because it's our only way really forward here. So let's do that. Anything else in here? No. Okay. Let me go through security. Use a key. Give me something good. Give me something good. Whew. Kitchen's the only thing we have to work with. This is not amazing. I'll be honest. Yeah, this is not amazing for us at the moment. We got to get really lucky with our draws. Hi-yi-yi. Parlor helps, but not by a lot. It does at least does the turn that we need. Gives us more gems too, which is good. We will need the gems for certain to try to draft like better rooms. What I'd love to get is like permanently get better chance at getting multiple doors. That'd be helpful. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Okay. So if this is true and this is true, this would have to be the lie. So that means that they're in this box. If this is a lie, then this has to be a lie. This would be true, which they'd be in this box. If this is true, then this is true. Then it has to be in this box. So they're in this box. Nice. I'm always so concerned I'm going to get that wrong and that I'm overthinking it, but I have yet to overthink it. Okay, aquarium, commissary. Aquarium still only gives us one room forward. Commissary, we can at least actually use our gold here. So let's do this. Oh my goodness, we can purchase keys and gems. So let's buy a key, and then we're going to buy 2 gems. Ooh, nice. Okay, that was actually so helpful. Love a shovel, though. Good lord. Drawing room is helpful, because that actually does allow us to redraw things. So let's do this. Okay. We were talking about gates earlier, right? So we had our 4 gates where we had Count gates, Count Isaac gates. We had the gates in here. We had the gate to the apple orchard. We have the West Path gate. So, I think Isaac Gates must be the one we need to look at for all of this. Just not 100% sure on exactly what we need to do with Isaac Gates. Let's see if I remember this. This will give us another gem too, which is helpful. I think this was 0415. I have it in my notes. Can I do it without looking? It's not 0415. All right, what is it? Hang on. Got to find it in the notes again. It is... It is not on that page of notes. Yeah, 0415. Did I not type that in right? 0415. Oh, I have to hit enter. Hitting enter would be helpful, Dak. You gotta hit enter, man. I'm a dummy sometimes. It happens. All right, this we can redraw. Garage is cool. Dining room is cooler. So let's go dining room. And then from a south-facing door. So is this our south-facing door? That's our north-facing door. So south-facing door, we can potentially draft her lady's chambers. Yes! Her Lady's Chambers. Nice. This is the first time we've drafted it. Let's go. I don't draft southern-facing doors very often. Okay, we get some music. We're going to get lore in here. Umbrella. We have a gem. There's got to be something else in here. Oh, there's the queen. There's the queen. We have the queen. So the queen is in the study and her ladyship's chambers. Ladyship chamber. Okay, do I have all of my rooms? No, because I need an office. I only know of the king being in the office. The queen being in here gives us another option, though, because we need the study. So, what don't we have? We have a nook, so we have a castle. We have a knight, because we have security. We have a queen. We have a pawn, because we should have a bedroom. So we should have a pawn because of the bedroom. So we're just missing the king. So if we can get the office, we have everything we need. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So if we can get the king, we have everything we need. Got it. That would be so incredible if we could do that. Ooh, an upgrade disc. Nice. We can take that back to security. Hell yes. Then we have her diary. Her ladyship's diary is locked. I need a key for this, apparently. I can't use a key for this, okay? Is there a key around here we need to find? So lock it. I don't have a magnifying glass, do I? No, I don't. Magnifying glass would be so helpful right now, I feel like. Because I bet there's stuff we're missing with the magnifying glass. Does it never end? I don't know. Does it never end? What is that supposed to mean? A spiral. Does it never end? Okay. Let's make notes. Her ladyship's chambers. We have diary key. Diary key question mark. And we have a drawing of a spiral. And does it ever end? Or does it never end? Does it never end? Does it never end? Huh. It's rather cryptic. Does it never end? I don't know, your ladyship. Does it never end? I can't play the harp or anything. There's nothing here to interact with. Her diary is the main one, but I don't... My keys aren't allowing me to open it. That's not the same guy as this. No. Those are two different guys. One must be son, one must be husband, maybe? Then who's this? We have multiple people. There's no way to get into her desk drawer. So how do we get her diary open? Does it never end? What could that be referring to? Does it never end with a spiral? What could that be referring to? I don't know yet. I feel like this could be a door. Here. Potentially. I guess a dead end into the storeroom, so we can't even open it, but... Huh. That sucks I can't open her diary. I don't even know what I need to open it, because I have 2 keys. Is it a specialty key? Must be a specialty key, right? Because it's not even offering me the opportunity to open it. Maybe I need the lockpick kit to pick it? Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go back into the dining room. draft a corridor because it's the only thing that moves us forward here, I guess. Always unlocked, which is nice. Rank 5, so we'll get dinner here soon. Observatory is what keeps moving forward, so observatory it is. All right, what do we get today? We get +5 diamonds is huge. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. Ooh, okay, that's actually going to be super helpful, I think, because we need more doors with. We need rooms with more doors. Let's go passageway. Let's hopefully do passageway. Hopefully we can get some. Trying to fix my sleep schedule. Good luck, Theo. I need to do the same, but I hope you have more success than I. Good luck. Oh, boudoir was going to give us something else when we go through it next because we have our ladyship's chambers. I think give us like +10 steps or something. Ooh, rotunda is big here. Let's go rotunda. That's actually big. Let's use one of our keys. God, I'd love to connect to the foundation, though. This uses all of our gems, which would suck. I would love to connect to the foundation. Boudoir is going to open that no matter what. I wish I should have gone into the boudoir and opened up a door there first. Rotunda gives us a lot of options, but I would like to move into there. But I'm low on keys, so I feel like utility closet is actually our best move here because cloister doesn't necessarily give us anything other than a lot of doors. Utility closet allows us to change the security settings. We can go back and change our security settings, and that gives us a lot of steps back. How much does it cost to get back there, though? We'll go in here because we get a bunch of stuff, and then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We have 45. We'd burn 17 steps doing it, but we wouldn't need to worry about keys. We're going to get dinner soon, so I think we do it. We'll get our steps back when we get dinner. I really need a freaking shovel is what I need. All right, turn that off. Turn the gymnasium off. Turn the garage on. Darkroom we haven't drafted yet, so it'll just click itself off anyways. That way if we get darkroom, I guess we can do that too. So, okay, we need to go back through here. Let's go change our setup. Back through here. Where do we go after this? We go through, yes, the drawing room. Drawing room, commissary, parlor, kitchen, security. Security. Okay, cool. Oh, we have our upgrade disc too. We wanted to come back here anyways. I forgot. We wanted to come back here anyways. We are so good. Glad I just remember that now. Set our security level. Let's set that to high. Confirm our setting. Offline mode. Change our offline mode back. System's offline. Okay. Exit. Nice. That's good. Press enter. Am I not able to do my key card? Hang on. What the heck? Am I not able to do my upgrade disc? Oh, E to insert my disc. Like, how do I do my upgrade disc? E to do my disc. All right, what do we get to upgrade? Come on, something good. Cloister. Ooh, okay. Permanently enhance this room with one of the upgraded floor plans. Cloister of Hoya. Permanently add an extra 5 steps to the main course for each kitchen, pantry, or furnace you draft from this cloister. Ooh. Find 8 dirt piles in each room with a fireplace you draft from this cloister. Cloister of Rinna. I feel like Cloister of Hoya allows us to do the most permanent upgrades. Because it's permanently adding 5 to each. So if we drafted, say, I guess, kitchen, pantry, or furnace off of those, it permanently adds the steps. Whereas Cloister of Vieja and Cloister of Rina are that run only. And then in future, main courses for kitchen, pantry, and furnace are all permanently higher, regardless of where we draft them. So that feels like the best option here. Cloister of Hoya. Yeah, let's do that. That feels like the best option. Because it's permanent stuff that we get no matter where we draft it in future once we permanently upgrade it, regardless of if it's attached to that cloister or not. That feels definitely like the right move. Okay, let's go back through here. Don't have any gold, so I can't do anything. Back through here. Dinner should be served soon enough. And then if we go into the boudoir, I believe we get like an extra 10 steps, I think it was. Yes, we got an extra 10 steps. Nice. We then get our dice. Hell yeah. And then we're going to get a gem from here. 12, 25. Enter. Grab a gem. Okay, up to 4 gems. And hopefully don't have to worry too much about keys. As I say that, we need to use a key. I guess we use the key. That is annoying. Great hall with 7 locked doors. Well, we'll do it because it does connect us to the foundation. So let's do this. Connects us to the foundation, so we don't even need a key to get here. And then that's locked. I need a key. Great. This is not locked. Freezer. God, I'd love to be able to get the furnace. That'd have been nice. 2 items in the closet. If I could get a shovel, that'd be insane. Burns a gem, but moves us forward. I still have the rotunda to create a bunch of rooms. Let's redraw our floor plans. That was worse. That was actually worse. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I get them all? Did I get them all? No. Did I get all of the chess pieces? I need the office. We have all the chess pieces. We have all the chess pieces. No. Oh my god. We have all the chess pieces now. Holy shit. Holy shit, we have all the chess pieces. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We have all the chess pieces. Oh, I literally just got chills. I literally just got chills, so we got all the chess pieces. Oh my god. Okay. I've already run payroll, so let's spread gold. Spread gold now. Return to main menu. Okay. Exit. Hang on. We can access something, right? We can log into the network, right? So log into the network. Swan Song allows us to log in. And then we can remote access, right? Because I think the grotto allows us remote access one thing each day, yeah? Remote terminal access. Is electronic mail anything new? No. Okay. How about data transfers? Not currently available still. Okay. Remote terminal access. It is possible to connect other active terminals elsewhere on the estate using RTA, and one offline terminal may be used by... okay. View active terminals. So let's connect to the laboratory, because then we can run a lab simulation. So let's run a lab simulation. Nice. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Whenever you draft a shop room, lose 10 steps, gain 20 gold. Okay. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. Next 3 times you open a locked trunk. I don't have keys at the moment, but we might be able to get keys. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways. Don't even have. I don't even know what hallways I have. Do I have 2 hallways? I have passageway, hallway. I'd gain, what, 1 key is that? It could be 1 key I'd be doing. Swan Song. Is it once a day or 1 terminal I can connect to? Did I ruin my 1 chance to run an experiment? It's not a great experiment setup, but it is something. Remote terminal access, view active terminals. Yes, connect to it using Blackbridge. That is so helpful we can connect to it now. I love that. Okay, experiment setup. Continue the experiment. When you draft another hallway for every 2 hallways. So we'd only gain 1 key. So let's go next 3 times you draft. No. Because we're more likely to draft a shop room than we are to unlock a trunk. So let's go for this and permanently add 1 gold to our allowance. The more we can do permanent upgrades, I think is going to be better. So let's combine those and let's try that there. Okay, start experiment. Enter return to main menu. Exit. Okay. I still don't know what the gates thing is. I know Isaac, something to do with Isaac Gates, and I still don't know exactly what Count Gates matters. Bridget, please check if the books of matching these tiles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count. So March of the Count. Do we have any dates in March? March of the Count. So March is January, February, April, January, February, March. So it's the 3rd month. So 03 something maybe? Zero 03 81. 03 88. 03 87. I don't think I have any specific dates that are in March that have been important yet. 9083 maybe? No. Do I have any dates in March that have been important yet? I don't think I have. No, November, February, September, and November again. I think we still need the foyer to get the Count, his bust statue. I don't know if it had a, like a death date or anything on it, but I guess we can look eventually. Okay, let's just confirm we have everything. I think we have everything. So, we needed... Where's my notes on this? We needed a knight in security, which we have. We needed a queen in her ladyship's chambers, which we have. We needed a pawn in a bedroom, which I believe we have. We can double check that when we go, but I believe we have a pawn in a bedroom. We also have a pawn in the den and in the parlor. So we have the... Let's go for den, I guess. And then we have the king in the office and a castle in both the conservatory and the nook. Okay. We have all of them. Oh, and a bishop in the chapel, which we have. Okay. So, we have all of our chess pieces. I have 33 steps. I think we go and we try to log our chess pieces here. Right? Let's just make sure. Yeah, there's my king. Okay. I don't know if that's like... That's supposed to be like gray or yellow, or I don't know what color that's supposed to be. Look, I wrote white on here, so we'll go with white, I guess. Okay. So we need to get outside. I have no keys, because I can't really do a lot out of the Great Hall anyways. So we need to go through the boudoir. I should have the steps to get outside. I mean, we might as well draft all of our rooms off the rotunda. We're up here. It's worth doing just to see what we get. See if anything's locked, I guess. Not locked. And we gain 2 items. Let's do closet, because I could use some items. Please give me a freaking shovel. Gem and a coin purse. Okay, well, you know, it's something. Shovel would have been nicer. Let's rotate this sucker. We'll rotate it twice so we can get our other 2 doors. We should have enough steps, because we'll be rank 8, and we're going to go through the kitchen anyways. Or through the dining room, excuse me. So we should have plenty of steps. Servants' quarters. +1 key for each bedroom in your house. Ooh. That would actually help us quite a bit here. I got 0 keys? What the fuck? I should have gotten keys from that. Bedroom. Here. For each bedroom in your house. I have a bedroom. I have a spare bedroom. I have this bedroom. What the shit? Okay. There are 12 major keys. Ooh, boy. Okay, big note. Big note. 12 major keys. Got it. And green is true. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. This is Hartley's room. There are not 12 major keys. This is false. Okay. Oh, wait. Was that actually true, though? Hang on. That was in red, though. I don't know if it's true or false. False question mark? I don't know. We do have a letter here, so we have some lore. Get a drink here. All right. Hartley, I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and your service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms. As scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you, besides, I think a more junior valet would be better suited to meet the needs of the young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post. But as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. So Hartley was like the butler. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend, Herbert. So, Lake House in Trinsdale. Let's go. Lake House in Trinsdale to Hartley. Okay, so that goes to Hartley. Good to know. Is there anything else we can interact with in this room? Oh, here's all of our keys. I was going to say, why am I not finding keys? 4 keys. Let's go. Okay, that's like the alarm system. Oh, 5 keys. Just kidding. We have so many keys. Oh, my God. We have 5 keys. Let's go. Sick. Okay. Let's open this up. Keys for sale. That doesn't really do much for me. And another Gus bedroom. I don't love that the gymnasium loses us steps, but it does move us forward. Let's go guest bedroom. So I know we gained a gem from this. Gain anything else? No. Okay. 32 steps. That's still plenty to get outside and do the chess puzzle. So do I want to go to the foundation? Let's go to the foundation and try to unlock that and just see what we get. We also have enough keys. We could try and unlock some stuff from the Great Hall. I forget what's in there. But let's try this first. This is the only place we have to move forward from? Correct. Okay. Use a key. What do we get? Library, and we get, it would dead end us, but we would get the book that we ordered. Archives, we'd no longer be able to see what we're drafting. Or aquarium. Let's go archives. Gives us the most movement forward. Because I think we're going to probably end up running low on rooms in a second anyways. Laundry room. That dead ends. That dead ends. Let's go archives. See what we get. The bunk room. Okay. That dead ended us anyways, no matter what. Some gold. Yeah, because we have a bunch of these tapes and stuff too here. I'm assuming we're able to watch VHSs at some point. Checkers. Be nice if we get a lockpick kit. We've read this before because this is the. We've read all that before. So wait, do we have a brother? Or was this our elder Simon? This was our elder Simon, wasn't it? If we go back to our family tree, this was our elder Simon. This is not us. This would have been Herbert's brother Simon. Got it. Okay, this is Herbert's brother Simon, not us Simon. Got it. Okay, that makes more sense. Hey, my hamster's still alive. That's good. Kind of surprised he's still alive. Glad he's still around. Okay, so that dead ended us no matter what. This is locked. Let's use a key. Billiard room. Continues on. Weight room. We're not going to lose half our steps. Let's go here. Secret passage. Okay. So our secret passage, our gold room. I already forgot to write down what our gold room led to. I forgot what our gold room led to last time around. I think it was master bedroom, I think it was. Maybe this might give us the foyer. Let's go for orange for the halls of Holly. This might give us the foyer we need. That'd be sick if it did. Nothing on the ground. Come on, foyer. Corridor is always left unlocked. Special cost bypassed. This must be the one we want then. Yes, it is the foyer. I thought it would be. Nice. Okay. Count Isaac Gates. That's all we have to go on. Is him. So do we need to count the number of statues he has? Sir Major Nicholas Key the Fifth. I wrote all these down, didn't I? I swear I wrote all these down. Yeah, foyer busts. Count Isaac Gates, Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. There's nothing else here, though. So what am I missing? I'm going to take a photo of him because he's kind of like bald looking. So maybe it's like we need to count the number of busts that he appears in, potentially. Let's take a photo of that. I'm not sure if that's what it would be. But I guess we'll see if that does it right. I'm not sure. I know that that's what we need, though. There's no extra date. I was thinking there might be an extra date. But there's not an extra date. Keys for sale. I have 3 keys right now. Library. Okay, what's our step count at, though? From here, we'd have 22. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, no, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 32, because we add 20, 31, 30, 29, 28, God, this is like loop does crazy, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. So we'd make it outside with 20. So we're still good. We're definitely still good no matter what happens here. I don't have an ability to drain the... I don't have the pump room, so I can't drain the fountain. So getting the antechamber... I haven't even flipped any levers yet. So opening the antechamber doors does nothing for us. Let's go for the archive plan here. See what this is. Nursery. Okay. Not the most helpful thing in the world, but it is what it is. Okay. So that dead ends our rooms. So we're out of rooms now. I guess we can go... I guess we can unlock the foyer, because or not the foyer, excuse me, the Great Hall doors. Those aren't going to lead to more rooms, but we can unlock them. So we got to go through there, right? Yeah, we got to go through there. All right, let's start our journey back to make it outside, try to go do our chest challenge. Because now we go through archives into, yes, foundation. And from here we go into here. Yes, okay. So let's open some doors. Oh, that's just unlocked. Oh, I guess this would open a lever. Well, I guess we would have opened... We would have opened the right door. So we could have opened it and connected it, I guess. We could have connected to it. That's okay. So all these are just open now. Oh my god, another upgrade disc. Oh, that's actually huge. We're going to go back through security, aren't we? We do go back through security. Nice. Second upgrade disc. Actually massive. That's interesting that all of these are just open. I thought these were supposed to be all locked. Nothing's locked. Huh. Interesting. Nothing is locked. Don't know why. It's the thing we need all of our keys for this. We did not. Okay, no worries. Okay, back to the boudoir. And then we need to go passageway through the observatory. That's not our observatory. This is the observatory. God, the way I made these rooms is a wacky-ass layout. There's dinner. Boom. Eat our dinner. What is our dinner here? Country stew pie. Boiled chuck stew, layered and then baked to perfection. Topped with mashed potato, Parmesan cheese crust. I mean, I love myself a Parmesan cheese crust. Oh, it's plus additional 10 if you have boiler room. Good to know. All right, 41. I think I undercounted my steps. I think I counted wrong. Now we go drawing room into commissary. I have 5 gold. Can I buy anything? Could potentially... Oh! Fuck, they have a shovel. No, it costs 6. Come on. How did I miss that earlier? What the hell? I have so many dig spots here. It's ridiculous. And yet, not enough gold. Alright, we do get a double upgrade, though. I'll take that. Double disc upgrade is actually awesome. Upgrade our hallways. Ooh, okay. Love that for us. Hallway adds a key. Adds a locked trunk. Adds extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. I feel like hallways having keys is going to be helpful because my limiting factor is always my keys. Let's go hallway with keys. Yes, please. Especially if we get the locker room again. There's so many keys in that. Okay. From here, we need to go down through the courtyard. Okay. Well, I guess I have a key. I can unlock this. Let's go ahead and unlock this. There was another chest somewhere. I don't remember where it was. What is that? That's a silver key. Leaves a room with many doors. Wish I'd had that earlier. Does nothing for me now. Then we go through the spare bedroom. We have our den. Here's the other one. Use our other key. What do we get out of here? Oh, hey, look. 2 rerolls. And our gold. Nice. Okay, well, we could get our shovel. Where was our shovel at? Shovel was in the courtyard? Yeah, let's go grab our... Or no, shovel was in the commissary. Ooh. I'm burning a lot of steps to go get it, so I'm not going to do it. Because I want to make sure we have a chance to do our chess puzzle. Okay. I think I have an understanding of how to do this, so let's go see if we can get this placed correctly here. There we go. I think I have the understanding right. We're going to find out. Also, note that this symbol here is the symbol of Arindia for our core symbols for sigils. I just noticed that and I was like, that is an Arindia one. Okay. The Precipice Underground. So, we go all the way. What was at the end of the hallway? That door's locked. That gave us our book on everything. That door's locked currently, okay. So this is the one. Okay. So, this is our chessboard. So where do I have stuff right now? Here, hang on. I gotta map this out first. Okay. So, let's map this out. I need my other whiteboard, actually. Let me go grab my other whiteboard. Hang on a second. I have too many whiteboards. I want the second whiteboard because this changes, so it's not guaranteed to be in the same place every time, right? So what we want to do is have a temporary way to mark this. So let me make my grid here. So it's 1, 2, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. One more is 9. Okay, cool. So we have our grid laid out here with our marker. So now I need to have my notes up that show me which room everything is in. Get my notes back open here. Okay. So we have a bishop in the chapel. So third one up here is our bishop, okay? And then we have a pawn in the den. Den is right there, so pawn. Pawn goes there, okay. And then we have a queen in her ladyship's chamber. Queen is here, okay. Then we have a king in the office. Office is fifth one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. King is there. Okay, and then our castle is in the nook, which is right below the office. That's our castle. And then our knight is in the observatory, which is 2 above the queen. Knight. Okay. Let's try and place these. So, this is our layout. This is what we got. Tried to mark them in shorthand. Okay, so knight is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So knight's here. Queen is 2 below that there. Pawn is here. Bishop is here. Castle. King. Holy shit, let's go! Oh, we did it. Choose your piece to receive a new permanent power. Oh, let's go! Okay, I don't know what our piece is. Oh, let's freaking go. Hell yes. Do we only get one option at this? I'm assuming we don't get to choose read through our multiple powers, do we? Okay, if we don't get to read through multiple powers, I have no idea. It's completely random. Let's go for the queen because everything seems to revolve around our mother, and if our mother is the queen. Oh, okay. I see. This is we do get to read them all. Okay, Gambit of the Queen. Each time you draft a room on the queen side of your house, lose 5 steps but gain a key. Do you accept this power? No, we're going to read all these. Ambition of the Pawn. When you reach rank 8 each day, you may choose Knight, Bishop, Rook, or Queen. Gain a power of that piece until the end of the day. Okay, hang on. We're going to write these down here. I feel like writing these down is good. Solved. Okay, so pawn. After rank 8, gain knight, bishop, or rook, which I believe is castle, right? Or queen. Or, okay. So that's what our pawn does. No, we'll skip that. And then add the armory to the draft pool. Okay. So knight. Add armory to pool. To draft pool. Got it. No. Gambit of the Queen. So queen is west drafts, lose 5 step plus 1 key. Okay. We definitely will be trading a lot of steps in though. What does the king do? Each day you may choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. Okay. So king. Choose daily room color to boost. Okay. What does the bishop do? Piety of the bishop. You do not have to pay tithes. Instead, gain 30 gold the first time you enter the chapel each day. Ooh. That actually is solid. Gain 30 gold. That's actually huge. Bishop. So the pawn is after rank 8. Then you would potentially get the knight, the bishop, the rook, or the queen. Basically just not the king. That's actually... The pawn might be low-key the best. It just depends on how fast you get to rank 8 each day. That would be the one deciding factor. Let's keep reading, because I don't know what the rook does yet. So, bishop, no tithes, plus 30 gold first entry. Okay, that's actually big. No. What does our rook do? Resilience of the rook. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corners of your house. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times. So does that mean I could put the same thing in each corner? So I could have like I could put the what was the one that had to be in a corner? The conservatory or the book? I could put the conservatory in every single corner. May draw up to floor plans up to 4 times. Or does that mean I get to redraw on the corners 4 times? Does that mean when I draft in a corner, I get to re-roll 4 times? I don't know what to go with. Okay, so rook is may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting corners. Huh. Those 4 corners. Big yawn. Well. Interesting. So let's think. When did we get our dining room bell today? How does our rank go up? So how does our rank actually increase? Because I feel like I don't actually know how the rank increases. I feel like I'm not fully understanding how my rank increases. After rank 8 has been reached. Huh. This is a hard decision. I feel like pawn after rank 8 gain either the knight, the bishop, the rook, or the queen after rank 8. The knight simply adds the armory to the draft pool, and that's all we get. Here's a question. Can I do this multiple times? Is this going to be reset tomorrow? Or if I was to draft all of the rooms again, do I get to do this again in the future? If I get to do this to where I can gain all of their abilities eventually, that actually could be very big. Although what would be the point of the rook, or the pawn, excuse me, giving me the other abilities? Although it would open me up to, like, if I had the knight ability, I could then gain the knight. I'd have the knight ability, and then could gain one of the other ones further down the road. After rank 8. Bishop is no tithes, 30 gold on first entry. I feel like that is actually low-key really good. Rook, I feel like I don't fully understand what the rook does. Draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting corners. I think that means I get to scroll through my corners, I think is what it allows me to do. Which is helpful, I guess, for discovering new rooms without having to use any items to re-roll that. Choose a daily room color to boost is the king. Queen is west drafts, lose 5 steps, but gain a key. Knight adds the armory to the draft pool, so it's not even a guarantee of anything. Pawn, after rank 8, gain either rook, knight, bishop, or queen. I feel like we're going to get to do this again. I'm guessing. It's a complete guess. I have actually no idea. If getting more gold earlier was a good option for us, because we can spend a lot of gold. We draft the chapel a lot. So I'm thinking we go for the bishop. Because we draft the chapel a lot. We pass through it a decent amount. We've been losing a lot of gold to it, honestly. I've been complaining about tithes for a while. So we would stop losing that. We would gain 30 each day, which would allow us to buy more items, which could allow us to craft more stuff in the shop room. It would allow us to get more items to be able to do dig spots, have gems, gain specialty keys. I feel like the gold is a better resource for us to open this up down the road, long term for us. And if we are able to do this multiple times, which I have a feeling we are, then once we do this all again, we can get another one. I think that's how this works. I think. So I'm going to go for the bishop. You may give up this power. Okay, so you can get it again. You may give up this power by returning to this chamber on any future day and unlocking the pieces again. So you can only hold one at a time, but it does allow you... okay. So you can only do one at a time. Interesting. So we'll figure out what's advantageous and what isn't, I suppose. Interesting. Okay. Good to know. Did this door open at all? No. Alright, let's get back inside. See if we have the steps to get a shovel and then just start digging. Not that we can get any... Would we get anywhere, though? Digging gets us nowhere, right? Yeah, we're locked out on rooms. Digging gets us nowhere. We won't save anything, so there's actually no point in digging. What am I talking about? There's no point in doing any digging. Huh. I'm trying to think about gates now. Isaac Gates. Have we read anything about Isaac Gates? I don't think we have. I don't think we've read anything about Isaac Gates. Did I already toss a coin to the Witcher? I must have. Trying to think. Do we need to count Isaac Gates statues? That's not a Gates statue. Do I have the drawing room? I have the drawing room. Okay. So we could try and solve the office. Not sure. We can try and we'll try and solve the office. I don't know how we do the office, but we can try and solve it. Digging anything's not going to help us at all here. What is with my headphones right now? Okay, office, we need to go. Gosh, the way I laid this out is ridiculous. Here, we can eat some food just to make sure we don't run out of steps here. Bacon and eggs, there we go. Perfect, and a banana. Cool. Now we definitely won't run out of steps. Into the parlor. Through the commissary. Do we see Gates in here at all? Isaac Gates? I don't see any Count Isaac Gates in here. We go north into the corridor. And then up through the conservatory. Through here, and then we want to go down into the boudoir. Still haven't seen anything to do with Isaac Gates. Then we have Great Hall, Foundation. Then we go... No, just through here to the office. Okay. Huh. So Isaac Gates, huh? This is him. That's his bust. This is his bust here. So there's one of him. There's two of him. There's three of him. So let's count our little bust statues. We've got three of Isaac. Right? So we've got three of Isaac. We've got Mustache Man. So we got one. So three Isaac. Mustache Man, we have one. That's a different Mustache Man. Two. Two of clean mustache. And then we have that mustache dude. So we have one of him. One of him. Okay. One of the queen. And one of him. 1, 1, 1. So that doesn't really help us a ton. 3, 2, 1, 1, 1? No. 3, 2, 1, 1? No. Am I missing him somewhere? Because that's him. For sure. I really don't know. 3, 2, 2, 2, 1? No. Because previously, chat has said I had everything I needed for this puzzle in here. Count Isaac Gates. Counting his busts. There's one. There's two. It's 3. Unless there was one above him, maybe, but I don't think I can put this back down. Flight of the Queen, March of the Gate, count Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Flight, March, Fall, Passing, Hearings. Queen, Count, Lord, Barons, Major. So maybe it's Queen. So Queen, Count, Baron, Major. Queen, Count, Lord, Baron, Major. So that's Count. Queen, Count, Lord. I think. So let's go Queen, Count, and then Lord, and then Baron, and then Major. So maybe it's the number of busts of their statues in here. So we have 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. So I'm thinking here. I don't know which guy's which. So I think if we go 1 for the Queen, 2 would be Isaac, which is 3. Lord, I think that would be a 1. So we know it's going to be 1, 3. And then it could be, from there it could be 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. Those are our 3 options. Okay. Those mapped out. Okay. Let's clear this and just try all of our options here. So 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. No. 1, 3, 1, 1, 2. No. 1, 3, 2, 1, 1. No. Okay. What if we remove an extra 1 and we just go for 1, 3, 2, 1? No. Okay, how about 1, 3, 1, 2? No. 1, 3, were they both 2s maybe? 2, 2? No. 2, 2, 1, 3? 0, 3, 1, 2. I don't fucking know. I still have no idea on this one, dude. What the hell? I've still got no freaking clue. Because this guy's the Baron. Pretty sure. I don't remember what they all look like, and that's kind of a problem, is I don't remember what they all look like. Can I view this picture here? Do I have... No, we've already done both of our upgrade cards. Do I have another upgrade card? This is our daughter. There's the mountain. Oh, this is our mother. Excuse me, not our daughter. We're the child. This is our mother. I am truly lost on this one. I do not know. Says we have everything we need in here, is what we've heard. Please check any books available matching these tiles purchased in Reddington. Baron's handwriting, so I'm not sure if the last tile is going to be hearings or herrings. Okay, so if these are herrings, then these would be red herrings because they're in red. So those are all red herrings. So March of the Count. So I don't understand what that means, though. We have 3 of him, so 0303. Oh my god! It was 0303. Holy shit! Oh my good god, we got it. Holy crap. Okay. I'm actually surprised that got it for us. 0303. Jeez, man. Okay, so we have a new red letter. Let's get a new page of notes. 0303. Add that there. Okay. Red letters continued. I'd love to get the Rumpus Room again just so we can get Alzara back. All right, new lore unlock. This is 8/infinity. Also, note. Note. This was in the schoolhouse. Classroom 1 had, when they were counting numbers right, had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this infinity /8 on its side, and then 9. So that matches the classroom. So this is number infinity, also known as number 8. March 3rd. There it is. There's our March 3rd. March 3rd. There's our date. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all of our demands and not involving the police. Ooh, okay, she was held hostage. Nice. We're getting lore. And allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. Oh my god, my nose is killing me. What the fuck? Oh. It's like every time I talk, it feels like my mustache hairs are like tickling my nose. It's very annoying. But I've like trimmed my mustache a million times. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. Well, I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes. We felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully, you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehension aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you'd expect to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You are already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interrupted as thinly veiled threats, you may have interpreted, as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew. Ooh, right, because we're being watched by somebody. I forgot about that. I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on the record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to, and you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. What does that mean? Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if this financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope that this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous, X. I feel like I have so many more questions than this answers. What was our number of our notes? We had 2, 4, 6, 7, and now 8. Strange. So, from Anonymous, they stole red letters and returned them. Were paid ransom money. they mention me, Simon, and say they didn't want to hurt me. I have so many more questions. Hurt me. Guessing you'd hope we never hear from us again. Give back your envelopes. Felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. This isn't incriminating. It's incriminating. Put your apprehensions aside. I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expect. So are the red envelopes negative then? Are they bad for us to get? You are already more than generous and accommodating. The least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write you at all? So they view the Baron very favorably. They view him as like someone they almost admire, it seems like. I really don't know where to place this in the context of everything. So if we go back, let's go back in order. Let's read these in order, the summaries at least. So this one's from December 8th of 1986. This is Caleb writing to Mary, and this is them talking about plotting a heist, inside job, stolen red print of the museum, and the uncle was letting the team use Mount Holly for practice. So that's why we're thinking Caleb writing to Mary. It's incriminating. Mary was part of this jewel heist. Okay, and that's letter number 2. Letter number 4 is November of 87, and that one reads, it's from our father, and it talks about, is this number 4? Yeah, right? Yeah. Talks about covering up what happened to my mother, and that people should see the color of the flag that she flew. They need to see kind of the person she was, right? So that's after she's then gone missing, because she went missing end of 86? November of 87. Yeah, because February of 87, she went missing. So November of 87 is after my mom is missing. So the first one's before. This letter 2 is before she goes missing. Letter 4 is after she goes missing. And then we come back and we have letter 6, which is from April 15th of I'm not sure when. 89 maybe? Mary went east roughly 2 years ago. Herbert said, I would be buried in red soil where red flags are, and calls our mother Marigold. So it's kind of a letter to her. Or no, it's a letter to her probably in 87, because then our other specific date we have is... What's our other important date? The other important date where she was like supposedly to have stolen the jewels and then gone south or whatever. He says east in this, which is crazy. Was September. So maybe that's April the next year? Or maybe that's April early that year. I don't know. Okay, and then for the final one, letter 7 that we have is from Courtney. Which, who the fuck is Courtney? I already forgot who Courtney is. I have no idea who Courtney is. Our sister, maybe? She thinks our uncle, who's the great uncle we have or whatever, moved Mary to the red border southern beach in September, 7 months after she disappeared, with potentially the ruby crown. 2 out of the 8 rubies have been found, and the theft was perpetrated and helped out by Blackwater, which is like the mercenary group. And now we have letter number 8, which is from Anonymous. They stole our red letters and then returned them after we paid a ransom money. They kind of threatened me, but they said it didn't mean to actually hurt me. It just meant to like damage my reputation. And this letter and this communication is incriminating for them and for the Baron. I am so lost. I feel like I just leave with more questions than I have answers. Huh. I definitely have a lot more questions than I have answers now. Interesting. Yo, I am Evan. I am. I got banned, but then I'm back. I got my light. So I peeled it yesterday after they banned me, and then it said, great, you'll be back on the 10th. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? It wasn't even my fault. You guys were wrong. And so then I was like, whatever. And so I streamed for like another 2 hours, checked it after stream, and it said my live access was back. So I was like, okay. So I tried running a quick stream. It started the stream. So I was like, okay, cool. I have live access again. And today's ran fine. So we have live access again. So I don't know. It's been weird. Just hope TikTok doesn't ban me for playing Balatro again, because I love playing Balatro, and it's a very popular game on TikTok. Think probably because there's only like one person live at a time, because it probably keeps getting flagged, which is super annoying. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate that, Evan. Wow, I'm so incredibly lost. I have so many more questions than I have answers to anything right now. Can I do anything else today? We can't open any more rooms. We don't have a shovel. We can't buy a shovel. Not that digging anything up would help us at this point. I have a bunch of steps, but I don't think that helps us do anything. I have 5 red letters, and we're only going to uncover a few, right? Yo, thanks for the level up sparks, Evan. Jeez, you're going ham over there. So let's think about the timeline of everything. I really need to map out the timeline is what I need to do. I need to like map it out in a better way that I have it mapped out. Because I feel like that might help me see things. I may need to work on my notes tomorrow if I have some time during my actual work to try and outline my timeline a little bit better. Because right now my timeline's kind of like spread across a ton of shit. I know we were joking about red strings earlier, but honestly, I feel like I might need a corkboard and red strings at this point. Interesting. We never understood anything about her ladyship's chambers. So there's keys, right? But her ladyship's chambers, I think, must take a specialty key. And does it ever end? Does it never end? So she had... I don't know if you guys can see this. She had this little, like, spiral drawing thing here, and it says... Oh, come on, you. Focus. 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 Had this little spiral drawing. It says, does it never end? And it was basically just like a little spiral. I don't know necessarily what that represents. Does it never end? What would the spiral be representing, I guess? Let's think about that for a second. What would the spiral represent? Have we discovered a maze of any kind? I guess the house itself is a bit of a maze. Does it never end? What would we want to end? I mean, if she's wrapped up in a conspiracy theory, then the conspiracy, she would want the conspiracy to end, because that is probably ruining her life, sending her away from us, which is who she wanted to stay with. So potentially that as well. Does it never end? We also still have Kirk Darren as a pseudonym. Let me look up the definition of a pseudonym. That's just an alternate, let's say an alias, right? Pseudonym. A fictitious name, especially used by an author. Okay, so potentially an author name. So who would Kirk Darren be a pen name for? Author, question mark? Who would that be a pen name for? I guess, do we have the library right now? No, we do not. Okay, the library books, I don't remember if any of them were written by Kirk Darren, but I guess we'll want to see that on the next day that we do. We'll want to see if any of those books in there are written by Kirk Darren, because if so, we know that that is then a pen name for somebody. And the pen name could be for, because the only other authors we've had mentioned were, where's my other notes on this? Caleb Manning was an author, so maybe Kirk Darren is a pen name for Caleb Manning. And then Philip White was a Ruffington publisher, so perhaps he was using it as an alias as well. That could potentially be it too. So the people we have in our conspiracy, we have Denny Ravane, who was the ex-gardener, who was stealing the mail, and who we know was had the payoff ready to provide to somebody. Christoph was the driver, and he was helping to facilitate payments. He was collaborating with Denny in some way. Caleb Manning and Philip White were the ones who, after the Trinsdale bombing on November 11th of 1986, they were detained and questioned about the bombing. Okay. And then we had February 17th, 6 days later, Marigold dropped Ruffington as a publisher. And then we had February 22nd of that next year, basically the end of winter, our mother was kidnapped while at lunch, which is not good. Lucy, your hair's on my microphone. So she went missing. And then September of that year is when the jewel theft happened. And that's when she either, after that jewel theft, went south across the border, the red border, or she went east. But I feel like the red letter is a red herring to try and provide leave some sort of evidence trail to obscure where she really went. And then we fast forward 6 years, to November 5th of 1993, when the Baron dies at the age of 73, and we come onto the picture here. Interesting. I feel like we're leaving today with a lot more questions than we have answers. Interesting. I think this is all we can do. So let's call this a day. I think it's all we can do today. I'm so intrigued by this, though. There's so much to think about. I mean, this is a lot of rooms we drafted. We did a good job drafting rooms today. We got quite a few. Interesting. 115 steps. Nice. And we still had a ton left. We did pretty well. We did good for today, honestly. I'm very happy with our progress.